Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. Look at me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a dilute. The hardest blood on my tongue. Thinking is a warm glue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist but you smell me. One spark then I bet you I'ma blow up. Then throw my name around. Get stupid then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up. But took a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come be brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I pour another plank to use the second kind. Straight rappers to the streets like Cobra. 80s they can float it like up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, man, I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beating. Ninja Turtle rap, Turtle Clans, get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy ball. Bad attitude like a rocket, my whole to the A, and I bet you can't stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency.
All right. It looks like I got the technical difficulties. Hopefully I got them rectified. Can you put in one in the chat if you can hear me or not? I had to start my MacBook. Every time my MacBook updates, I put this on everything I love. Every time my MacBook updates, we got an issue every single time. And I just updated to whatever the newest thing is, 26.1 or whatever. Yeah. And every time it does that, we have a problem. But now we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Y'all can hear me. I can hear you. All right. What's this? What I was going to say before everything started going to hell. Tonight is just going to be like a question and answer period. It's just going to be me hanging out, chilling with y'all. In the morning, I'm going to do the death of WB with this Warner Brothers deal. I'll do Birdman's video the day after that. I was going to do something this weekend as far as like a reaction video or whatever. This is the first weekend I had in about a month and a half to myself, where I'm not out here trying to go get it. You know what I mean? So I'm just chilling right now. I'm chilling with y'all, trying to have a good time with y'all, and that's what it's gonna be. I did want to address some things. So we're gonna address those, especially the way people are coming to me. Yeah, I'm in my feelings because we get good. The way people are coming to me about Jonathan. And you know, somebody said if you have more smoke for Ryan Coogler than you do for Jonathan, we're going to go work for Ben Shapiro. We're going to address that live. We're going to address that live because don't make no narrative for one about my boy. You know what I'm saying? Because Jonathan's still my dog. He's gonna be my dog. He's my dog. You know what I'm saying? But I haven't talked to the homie because he's been busy in months. So it was like, oh, because you got a personal relationship with him, you're making up excuses. No, I'm not. Because whatever I say to y'all, I say to him. There's some things that I would say that I wouldn't repeat that I have said to him because out of confidentiality. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talked to the homie in months. You know what I'm saying? But let's just say that he understands my viewpoint and I understand his viewpoint. I'm gonna just put it more like that. I understand what he got to do, and I understand, what everybody else is feeling. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna get to that in just a moment. Then, whatever questions and stuff like that, or what I'm saying, conversations that y'all want to have. But let's go ahead. Let's get this thing. Let's get this thing cracking. We're waiting for too long. The real question is,
say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
All right. Let me check who's all in the house tonight. And we're gonna just shoot the hip, man. We're gonna shoot the hip. Junior Network, what's up? Andre Ware, what's up? Torian, what's good? She, what's happening? J. Carter, that's gonna be this week though. It's gonna be this week. Let me see. Eris, what's going on? Hunter Iggy, I did see your post. Let me just say this. And I'll inbox you. But that particular individual's video that you sent me, and I'm not gonna put nothing in the chat. I'll inbox you. But that particular person, let's just say a lot of the information that he's giving is inaccurate. A lot of it is inaccurate, and it's on other things that he said that You know what I'm saying? I'm be honest with you. It's one video I really want to react to. And I'm deciding, but I'll inbox you a little bit of the details, so I'm not putting that all in the chat like that. You know what I mean? But yeah. Let me see. Oh, what's up, Marcus? What's good? Facts. It was very much technical difficulties. What's going on, brother? What's good? The biscuits ain't got me. Hey, yo, what's up? Good afternoon. Golly, so used to doing this in the morning. Let me see. Tony, what's good? I don't like it. Well, what up, Jay? What's good? Nah, I ain't got no beef. I mean, you know, if I got beef, I cook it. Do you know what I mean? Just being real. If I have beef, trust and believe I'm cooking it. I still don't like the way I edit. There's certain parts of my video that I didn't like to edit. Let me be honest with you. After I watched it, and I watched it like several different times or whatever, but it was still some things. Once I looked back at it, I was like, I could have did that edit a lot better. Could have cut some things out or moved some things around, but yeah, I mean, overall, I got the message out. What's good, Eris over here getting I gotta start, you know what I'm saying, catching up on my workouts. You over here going hard. Hey, make sure y'all checking her out anyway. Dope artist, dope musician, dope singer, she's dope. Make sure that y'all check her out on Instagram too. Make sure y'all give her a follow. You know what I'm saying? Just super talented. And she over here getting her workout on. Got me over here feeling bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, I need to step my game up. I need to get it in a little more. I need to work a little harder. You know what I'm saying? But nah, I am just happy to see your journey and all of that. You know what I mean? So it's I believe is it at Eris World, but put it in the chat. Because I can't think right now and I'm not on Instagram. So she dope. She is super duper talented. Super talented. And you know what I mean? So every time she's in the chat, I gotta make sure I shout her out. Yeah, she's dope. She is super duper. She's fantastic. The Dre Mack Show. What are your thoughts on Jody's Corner roasting Zack Snyder for defending the Snyder Bros? I don't know who Jordy Corner is. I haven't watched the video, so I won't speak on it. I mean, if I created, let's just put it like this. If I created a universe, because I don't know the context or whatever, I'm just going off of based on what you said, based on the conversation or the context of what you put it in. If I created something and I got people liking it, of course I'm a defendant. You know, of course I'm a defendant because this is my my universe that I created. So in the midst of creating that universe, I want as many people to support me as possible. And when it comes to but see, the thing is, the Snyder they wanted to release the Snyder cut. They got the Snyder cut. See, anytime I go against somebody who try to compare recast T'Challa to the Snyder Bros and the Snyder, dude, they got the movie. They got it, and they got it in damn near a 4-hour time period with 2 different versions, right? One regular smuggler in color, and one noir. Recast T'Challa, we got a baby daddy story, a dead hero. You know, and people that are black telling us, you already got your recast and a created character. No, it's not the same. It's not the same. So I don't like those comparisons when people come to like that. But the Snyder guys got what they wanted. They legitimately had a petition, release the Snyder cut. They got the Snyder cut. You know what I'm saying? And then they hated on James Gunn, when he came over here and tried to start his DCU, which a lot of things that Tina said that I'm starting to think about now more. And now I can probably understand why Tina say he's lying, because I don't think he knew once the deal went in the air and they seen how hard Paramount was pushing. I do believe he was just saying stuff at the time. Now that I look at it, just to try to appease the fans, to try to keep the fans at ease, because he knows this is bull crap that's going on with Paramount. Paramount hasn't done nothing for them their damn selves, let alone taking on IPs like the DCU, like trying to fold in Paramount into HBO Max into Paramount. When the last time you really watched something on Paramount and you watched multiple things on Paramount? Nobody. So it's just wild on that. It's just wild. So okay, okay. Oh, you didn't hear what I said. Okay, so I'm going to do that this week. Not going to do that tonight. This is just a Q&A. That's why I said special late night Q&A with Dre Mack. So I'm going to do that this week. The first thing that I'm going to do is the death of Warner Brothers. And I'm talking about Warner Brothers as a studio, as a whole. Paramount is basically going to destroy the legacy of Paramount and everything that they stood for. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Birdman's video will come on Tuesday. And everything else from that. So Paramount hasn't had a knockout pitcher in like picture after picture after picture. What I did like was, Warner Brothers, Sinners and all of that. You think you about to have more Sinners, more movies like that? You gonna have? Man, I'm trying to tell you, and they're not doing a good job as a company. So I really hate it. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really hate it. But I'm gonna talk about that more on tomorrow because there's some information. Because before I go into information, I want to be able to pull up the sources and give because there's a lot of people who don't pull up no sources. My sources, I know a guy or I made it up. And so I want to pull up the source and give you my thoughts on that. You know what I mean? So facts, Jay. Yeah, but nobody's watching Paramount. And they talking about folding HBO Max into Paramount. Boo, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I really do hope and pray that I'm wrong. But I think this is the death of Paramount. The death of the DCU. I would leave. If I was James Gunn, I'd pack my bags up and leave now. I'd just leave. What's going on, Sam and the MC? If I was James Gunn, I'd leave now. What up, Tank? What's good? Oh yeah, there's no static. There's just going to be no black. I don't think you're going to have a black lead film. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's not good. It's not good. It's not good. So I'm gonna talk. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow. Hey, wouldn't be surprised the Boondocks get taken off once they fold into Paramount. I mean, South Park is there, but Boondocks a totally different beast. You know what I mean? All right. So I had somebody, and y'all couldn't hear me when I was saying this because I thought my mic was working, and my computer was like, "What mic?" So I had someone in my chat, in my comment section, say that I am not being harsh enough on Jonathan Majors for doing business with Daily Wire and what's dude's name? I don't even care. What's his face? Whatever dude's name is. I don't even care. That's how much I really don't care for dude. There's two folks. Yeah, Ben Shapiro. I didn't want to just his name So here's what I got to say on that. For one, whatever I say, there's certain things I would say to Jonathan that would be completely private. You guys would never know. Let me just say that Jonathan has a agent. Jonathan has a publicist. Jonathan got all of that. He don't need me to speak on his behalf for nothing. He don't need me to speak, and I'm not speaking on his behalf for nothing. Let me put that out there, because there's certain people that will run and say, well, Jonathan, well, Dre Mack knows Jonathan, and he said, nope, I'm putting this caveat now. Putting that caveat out there now. Do I like him? Working with Ben Shapiro in Daily Wire. Miss Roberta ain't in here because she probably sleep. Let me just say, fuck no. No, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Fuck all that. I don't like it. I don't. Let me put that out there. I do not like this at all. Now, why don't I like this? For one, it's Daily Wire. It's Daily Wire. And it's just, I could pull up just videos after videos after videos on their anti-blackness and the things that they have said. And it's just, they're so far right-wing that, I mean, I have conservative views. I have liberal views. That's why I'm an independent, because I don't lean too far left. I don't lean too far right. I don't lean that far right at all. But I do have conservative views. You know what I mean? I believe in the right to bear arms. Please. You know what I'm saying? My heat is upstairs. I got the right to bear. I believe in the right to bear arms. You know what I'm saying? I do have certain qualms about abortion, but I also lean liberal, because I feel like a woman has that's her choice. You know what I'm saying? I have a choice to abandon them. So if I make a baby, I should have the choice to leave them with you. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound good. Then you understand why I understand certain people's thoughts about abortions. You know what I mean? But which I would never abandon kids, and would never. That's a joke, y'all. I would never abandon no kids, or never advise anybody to abandon no kids. But if you understand where I'm coming from, they understand woman has a choice, a man should have a choice. Is all I'm saying. Let's be fair. Let's throw it out there. You know what I'm saying? But I have my thoughts on abortions or whatever. You know what I mean? I feel like you should be strapping up and doing everything possible. You know what I'm saying? Unless that woman is forcibly, R word, then that's totally different subject. And I ain't in a position to speak on that. You know what I mean? So, because I will understand her thoughts as far as that. You know what I mean? I do understand the practice of religion. Whatever religion you want to practice, I feel like you have that choice to that. Nobody can take the freedom of religion from you. You know what I'm saying? As long as that religion is not hurting anybody physically, have the right to worship whatever or whoever you want to. Want to worship a tree? Hey man, that's your bag. Who am I not to tell you that tree that is not your Lord and Savior? You know what I mean? Who am I? I feel like nobody should be attacked for their right to religion also. So you can't pick one religion and try to destroy another one. So you can't be sitting up here talking about Christian values, and try to stop somebody who's Muslim from worshiping the God that they serve. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's be fair. We're going to worship. We're going to have freedom of religion, just not freedom of Christianity. There's freedom of all religion. So everybody can have an opportunity to worship how they want to worship. As long as it's not hurting anybody, I don't care. Marriage. You know, marriage is supposed to be between a man and a woman. But if two women want to be miserable together like a man and a woman, God damn it, this is a free country. You should respect the man's wishes or the woman's wishes and let you be miserable for the rest of your life with your spouse. Go for it. Go for it. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Be miserable. Be happy for two and miserable for the rest of your lives. You wake up and like, ugh, this funky mother, you know what? I want you to wake up miserable. Everybody, let's get married and then be miserable for the rest of our lives. That is freedom. Oh. I'm just saying. Because I don't care. I'm just saying. I don't care. I want people to be happy within their own self as long as it's not harming nobody else. I don't care. If two men want to get married, by all means. When you wake up to Daryl the next day, you hate his guts. Welcome to marriage, big dog. You know what I'm saying? Go for it. Go for it. Come complain to everybody at work how much you hate your spouse like everybody else do that's married. Go for it. Don't give me that happy mess. You're miserable. Everybody miserable for everybody. Let's walk down the aisle and be miserable. All I'm saying is I don't care. I don't care. Because people gonna do what they want to do anyway. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's not harming anybody, do I care? No. I don't. Personally, for me. And as a parent, I feel like the number one teacher is not that one that your student goes to every day. Yo goofy ass is the teacher. So if you want your child to learn certain things, that's up to you. Because I'm trying to tell you, if racists can be able to teach their children certain things, well, you better be able to start teaching them some stuff too. Because racists will teach their kids quick. That black people ain't this, that, and the other. That everybody else is inferior to them. So you're telling me you can't go at home and teach your kids nothing? You just work and go home and teach your kids. Go tell the teacher. Ain't supposed to be paying attention to class? Damn it, sit down with them and tell them stuff too. Because teaching does not stop when they walk in the house. When they put down their book bags, when they're eating dinner. Sit down and talk to your damn kids. Let them know what's up. Let them know about their history. You teach them. Get off the damn phone, get off of TikTok and all of that and teach your damn kids something. Stop waiting for the damn teacher to tell you something. Miss Roberta ain't here, so I'm probably going to have a warning label for Miss Roberta on this because I'm cussing tonight. Shit! I'll probably go put Miss Roberta on watch this. I'm just saying. Everybody, it's just certain things that I just look at and, oh, my kids, they're being taught this and that and other in school. Cool. What are you teaching them at home? What are you telling them at home? What truth are you giving them? I ain't telling you what to do, I'm telling you what you could do. You know, for every problem, there's a solution. And teaching does not stop. Teaching does not stop when you get home. That teaching continues when your kids come in here. When they come in the house, tell them what the hell is up. Tell them about the world. Don't do it from a jaded point of view. Tell them the truth. Pull out books. You can't read? Hell, have the kid read it. You don't know something? Hell, Google will read it for you. If you can get on your phone and you can TikTok, you watch all the fights and all this other crap, baddies and everything, don't tell me what you can't teach your kids when you get home. Tired? Teach your kids. Lonely? Teach your kids. Shit don't stop. That kid's mind does not stop because you at home and you tired. Are you mad Tyrone didn't call you? Are you mad that Lisa didn't get your date? Oh well, what does your kid need? Teaching? You can buy him Air Jordans, all of that. Teach him something. Pull out a book. Stop playing. I used to, not as a punishment. I have my kids. I have my son doing the 42 Laws of Power. Not as a punishment. Hey, I want you to read a chapter of this today. Read a chapter of this today and get back at me. And then tell me what you think. 42 Laws of Power. It's only 42. It ain't like it's the Bible. So you can't tell me you can't learn one value of the 42 Laws of Power? Just saying. Teaching. No, actually, once I get off of here, I'm gonna start binge watching Cross when I get off of here. That's what I'm gonna do. What up, Dwayne? But anyway, I went on a tangent. Anyway, back to Jonathan Majors, Mr. Majors, Mr. J. All right. This is the thing that I don't like about the conversation. Is because everything that I looked up as far as information of Jonathan Majors, and we could do that now. Just so we can have context. Because people was calling him, you know what I'm saying, a nocturnal animal and all of that for working with Ben Shapiro. But I'm going to put something. Let's put something out here. Let's put something out here. Because I gotta shift the narrative. Now, again, have I talked to Jonathan? No, I have not. Stop asking me. I ain't talked to that dude in months. Like, seriously, and I'm not joking on that. I tell y'all, I ain't talked to Jonathan in months. So don't ask me or tell me what I'm doing just because. But if you look at this list, I don't know what happened with Merciless. True Threat is an action where Majors plays a Special Forces officer Vernon Threat. I don't know what's going on with that. Don't know what's going on with that. But everybody keeps calling, and I'm gonna go to this Deadline interview or Deadline story. Everybody's calling the Daily Wire action pick his comeback, not Merciless, not the other movie, because I think Jay Cargill was supposed to be in that movie. Don't know what happened to that movie. I don't know, right? But they're calling this the comeback movie. Did you notice, besides 99% of the population in this, I don't want this. Get this out of here. Hold up. Get that out of here. Did you guys notice not one black producer or director is part of those upcoming films for his comeback? Now, let me read this article, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on this. Right? I'm going to give you my complete thoughts on this because I'm trying to tell you who I'm pissed off at. Not pissed off at Jonathan. People were acting like Jonathan did not have a major legal case. Even though it's a misdemeanor, he still got to pay a lawyer to represent him in court and all the crap that went on and all of this stuff. Right? We act like this man ain't got a child that he got to pay for. We act like this man ain't got married recently. And I don't give a damn if Megan got a job or not. You take your black ass to work too. He's a man. He's supposed to work. Jonathan told me out of his own mouth, Charlemagne is doing True Threat. What happened to that? What happened to True Threat? Well, did it fall through? That's all I'm saying. And Charlemagne, let me shut up on Charlemagne for a second. So I got some thoughts that is not too happy about Charlemagne. But anyway, this said Creed 3 and Ant-Man star Jonathan Majors is shooting his first movie. Now he made it like this is his first movie. Now, for what I understand, last time I hollered at him, he was in the process of going through training for True Threat. That's the last time I talked to him personally. Last I talked to him, he was going through training for True Threat. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, bro, that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I can do the same moves too if you need a stunt double. I mean, you know, we about 3 inches, about 4 inches away from height, but I could do it. You know what I'm saying? He laughed and hung up the phone because I'm surprised he didn't call me stupid. But I was being honest. I could do it. Anyway, they're calling this as his first film, right? So it says it's shooting his first film in 4 years as cameras roll this week. Again, this is why I haven't talked to him. So stop asking me or stop saying because you got a personal relationship with him, you're just making excuses that he's working with a white supremacist. Don't we say the same things about Disney too? But anyway, let's not talk about Disney. You know what I'm saying? And everybody be Paramount. Anyway. Creed 3 and Ant-Man star Jonathan Majors is shooting his first film in 4 years as cameras roll this week in South Carolina on an untitled action film from the Daily Wire and Bonfire legend. Kyle Rankin, Run, Hide, Fight is directed from his own screenplay. The title, plot, and other casts are being kept under wraps for now, but the story is to be said to be in the vein of 80s and 90s action movies, Red Dawn and Toy Soldiers, which were both about a group of teenage boys who had to band together to defeat invading enemies. Ben Shapiro, The Shapiro Show, and Dallas Sonnier, Bone Tomahawk, are producing for the Daily Wire and Bonfire legend, respectively. Travis Mills, Frontier Cubicle, Lydian Campbell, the Pentagon Cycle, and Sydney Userman, Terror on the Prairie is also producing. I have no idea who any of those people are. And okay, Major's career was motoring following roles in movies such as The Last Black Man in San Francisco, Creed 3, Ant-Man and the Wasp, in the Quantumania, and Magazine Dreams, as well as series such as HBO's horror Lovecraft Country. But he was dropped from numerous projects when found guilty of 2023. See, this is what I'm talking about. This shit, I'm cussing. This shit is out there. It was a reckless assault. This is the same narrative again. What's his name? Jared Leto. Jared Leto got a weird case right now. They're saying Jared Leto is in the Epstein files. Guess who playing Skeletor? But Jonathan Majors had literally, these people, Deadline, all of this stuff, knows damn well it was a reckless assault. Yet, this is the narrative that they push. And you think Hollywood, with Deadline, with Hollywood Reporter, and all the major news sources, they keep pushing this narrative that he assaulted his ex-girlfriend. What do you think that Hollywood is doing if you don't know blackball? You know what I mean? If you don't know the blackball, what blackballing in Hollywood is, if they continue to push the narrative, what's his name? Josh Brolin was accused of assaulting his wife, but every time they bring up Josh Brolin, they don't bring that up. They never bring that up. I mean, hell, the owner of the UFC was on camera assaulting his wife. Still got to sell his company, sell the rights, the distribution rights and all of that for UFC fights to Netflix and all of this. I mean, how long did Vince McMahon keep WWE amidst controversies? But yet, Jonathan Majors being black, bad. a bad sign. He's black in Hollywood. Black male leading actor in Hollywood. He has been made an example for by the depths of hell I've never seen before. I've never seen this type of stuff before. If Shia LaBeouf gets another damn job, do you know what the hell is going on? But even Shia LaBeouf, who was accused of assaulting his wife, still got work. Still got work. People were still calling his agent to put him in stuff. But every time they bring up Jonathan Majors, the trades keep bringing this up. The trades do. So what the hell you think he's supposed to do? What do you think? And guess who's not coming to his aid? All them damn people that was in the NAACP awards talking about blacker than black. We just so black. We just so black. Not that nigga over there, but we so black. We so black. Keep that nigga over there. I know he got chased by the white woman on film. I know he beat his case. He beat his case because reckless assault is not assault. This is an accident. But keep that nigga over there because we over here so blackity black. If you black, dude, this is what I give Country Wayne his props for. Because at least he's feeding his people. I mean, hell, there's people that been on the Country Wayne skits and we like, why is he even on here? Former corn stars, can't really say that. Former corn stars, Derek Jackson, and he's cutting them a check. Because at the end of the day, are you cutting me a check? You can talk all this blackity black, all of this. You cut me a check. What are you doing? Are you feeding my family? See, everybody's black until it's time to eat. Everybody got this blackity black, 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 black. Why isn't any of them putting him on? We supposed to be, we're there for our brother. We love our brother. If you love him, feed him. If you love him, feed him. Why the hell does Daily Wire have to jump in when you could be feeding them? I guarantee all the crap that Master P used to get back in the day, and he used to, trust me, he used to get crap about his movies and all of that. Wasn't he not feeding his people? And we're talking about former drug dealers and all of that. Still feeding his people, trying to get them off the streets. Where the hell is Tyler Perry at? Where the hell is Ava DuVernay at? Where's all these blackity black people? We try to put our people on. We blackity black. Why is Ryan Coogler keep putting Michael B. Jordan in movies? Where the other black men that's out here that's talented? Why can't you put them in their movies? Jonathan Majors is way too damn talented to get picked up by the Daily Wire. And no other black people was messing with him. So that tells me this. Black people, there's gatekeeping in Hollywood. Didn't Cat Williams tell y'all? Didn't Cat Williams tell y'all there's gatekeeping in Hollywood? He told y'all. He told y'all. On film, y'all was too busy laughing and joking it up about the Diddy's and all of that, but he told you there was gatekeeping in Hollywood, especially when you're black. Black people gatekeep other black people in Hollywood. Y'all think people are playing. You think it's all jokes and smack. When you're not part of the go along, get along gang, you're not getting on. Y'all think people are playing. Y'all thought Cat Williams was joking and all of that or whatever. No, there's a go along, get along gang in Hollywood. Just like there's a go along, get along gang in the NBA and all these other places. So don't tell me that, well, Jonathan had opportunities. Where? Who? Why? All these people that, I got your back. Well, put me in a movie. You got my back. Feed me. Put some money in my pocket. And don't just cut me a little check, but like, here a little money in your pocket. Put me in something to get me paid. Put me in something to get me back on top. I even said he need to go through the independent circuit. Go back to making passion projects. But damn, if I got to pay my lawyers and I got to pay all of this, no telling if this man is on child support or not. We don't know. And I'm not going to speak for that man. But I am damn sure going to speak for Black Hollywood. Because we was just so blackety black and all of this other stuff. But our brother is sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, with all of this that happened. Now, mind you, in April, we're 2 years removed from all of that happening. 2 years removed in April. Since he's done the work. He's done the work. And you're telling me nobody in Black Hollywood is fooling with him? And before you go and say, well, maybe it's his fault. Maybe it's his fault. Maybe. I'm trying to tell you, when you're not part of the go along, get along gang, when you're not part of that gang, there ain't nobody trying to put you on when you don't want to. Like I said, I got a really good friend of mine, really close friend of mine that worked in Hollywood. Writer, actor, producer. We talked. We had a long conversation one time. Long conversation. And he told me how Hollywood works. You ain't trying to kick it at those parties. And again, Diddy ain't the only one throwing those parties. You got executives and all of that trying to throw them type of parties. If you're not trying to party, you're not getting on. Is all I'm saying. You're not a part of the party, you're not getting on. Megan has went and done the work, showing another side of Jonathan. And when I tell you Jonathan is really one of the, he don't play, of course he a man. He ain't about to be played with. But he's one of the nicest people I've ever met. He really is. One of the nicest people I ever met. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody's going to have that side, especially when you're trying to work. And you're frustrated and people keep talking about you that don't know you. That don't know shit about you. They don't know. They just go off of what they heard. And this guy had to, this dude couldn't even dance, have a good time without people talking about it. He literally he went from Kane the Conqueror to the butt end of jokes. And a lot of that, us. We fell into the narrative and all of that. I know. Tina, come on. Hey, I'll send you we can talk about that. Because again, we can talk about repairing his image, but damn repair my image, give me a job. You can tell everybody I'm cool, give me a job. I don't give a damn. Again, I'm part of the pay me or pay me no never mind. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever you want to me, but either pay me or pay me no never mind. Because he could have just went away. He could have went away, he could have did what Michael Jackson did. Michael Jackson went away for years and was in Scotland by himself, not bothering nobody. But I mean, only thing he was doing was out here with his new wife. And people were still, it was the butt end of jokes and all of that. Now I feel a little spry today. Hold on. Come on, dude. What the heck? Oh my God, my stupid laptop. Oh, are you freaking kidding me? Oh. Yes. Sign in. Yeah, I'm feeling Sprite today. I'm feeling very Sprite in my belly and everything else. I'm feeling good. Hold on. But hold on. I think, hold on, wait a minute. Now, I will say this. I'm not putting nothing past Daily Wire either. I'm not putting nothing past them. And the only reason why I'm not putting nothing past them is because the way I look at Daily Wire, I don't want Jonathan to be this my black friend. I don't want Jonathan to be used. You know what I'm saying? For your political agenda or all of that stuff. I don't want him to be used for political pushing or any of that. If you're gonna make an 80s movie, you better make a stupid 80s movie where it's just action, adventure, and all of that. You know what I mean? But I don't trust the Daily Wire either. This is the people who, let's just put it like this. The Daily Wire is the same people who prompted up Candace Owens. You know what I mean? They prompted up Candace Owens. Soon as she started talking about you know who, booted her. Now she can talk mess on black people all day long. How we're victims and the victimhood and how we were trying to make George Floyd a martyr and he was just a horrible person in his life and yada 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 until she got the boot. Then she went on the world tour also with Muhammad Aman. You know what I mean? You know, sometimes on YouTube when you say that word, when you say them, you know what I'm saying? They try to get you some strikes on your channel. So, you know what I mean? But no, I want to get to this Torian part. He said, I don't know if you saw it, Dre, but with this, now all the assault stuff is coming back up, and with him working with Ben Shapiro, that does not make it better from a public standpoint. Exactly. It makes it look worse. It makes it look worse because all they're going to continue to bring up is a false narrative, and it's being pushed by the trades. It's being pushed by the trades, and that's what I don't like. I don't like for the simple fact this is being pushed by the trades. So if the trades say it, then it got to be true because the trades say it. You know what I'm saying? The trades say there was even though you can go Google it, the trades say, you know what I'm saying? Let me try to get Tina up there, and then I got you, Torian. I got you. I want to see if Tina's gonna come up. Well, you stupid Black Beach. No, please don't, because I ain't gonna be here all night. I got Cross to watch. Cross is my new in the heat of the night. I gotta catch up anyway. But that's all I'm saying. Is that to me, if you could prop me up, you could do whatever you want to. But if you cannot, what's up, Collector's Reign? If you cannot give me a job, I don't care about nothing. I got family members that's not going, I love them to death, but they can't feed me. I like Cross season 1. Cross season 1 was really good. But while Tina, I'm waiting for Tina to come up. Let me finish that article real quick. What's up, Olo? Let me see. Now, again, I don't trust the Daily Wire, but it looked like the Daily Wire is just producing this. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what the script is. Only Jonathan knows what the script is. And I don't think, I don't know if Jonathan's going to take a script that he's not very comfortable with. You know what I mean? But shit, at this point, he probably just taking a job because, I need to work. I'm broke. Hold on, Tina. Let me get back on screen so I can pull you up. There we go.
Hey,
There we
y'all.
go. What's up? Hold on. Let me switch because I don't like your head facing that way.
Let me get up.
Yeah, I don't like your. I like your head when you facing me. So I can face you. So it look like we're going back and forth in a debate.
Do I need to get this way? I gotta get my camera together. Listen, I'm not gonna let you talk about black folks because you don't know what them people is doing trying to do for him.
Is they trying to get him a job?
You don't know that. We don't know. Who knows?
Hold on, wait a minute. Let's go back up to the article. In the article from Deadline, it literally says that this is his first comeback. Merciless fell through the cracks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Merciless fell through the cracks. Then you have the One True Threat, Charlamagne's project.
Mm-hmm.
He was working on training for that. Fell through the
Because that's the 50
nothing.
Blocks one, right?
Yeah, that's the 50 Blocks one. Fell through the cracks. That was I know him. Jay Cargill was set to be in that movie. I think it was her first movie. Now she's really full-time WWE champ. So I know how WWE is. If you're the champ, you got to drop the belt if you got to work on a movie. You know what I mean? Because you got to be gone for a while. She ain't dropped that belt, so she ain't in this movie. Right. So we're left with this movie that just came up. What other movie have anybody has said? Because I don't think he's in a position to turn down work. He got Priya Chaudhry to still pay. I don't know. He probably done paying with her or whatever. But let's say the bill is still due. You still got to pay. You still got to pay the bill on that. You got dogs. You got Megan. You know what I'm saying? You got your daughter. I don't know if the brother's paying child support or not. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't surprise me if he was. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because of everything that came out during the trial. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I still got stuff to pay for. And it's only so much residuals that's going to come in from a Marvel check. Right. So my thing is, you had all these other projects that came out from black producers. Ryan, I'm looking at you because if you cast Michael B. Jordan in one more damn thing, if Michael B. Jordan ends up in the X-Files, me and Ryan gonna fight. I'm going to Oakland. I'm fine, Ryan. Me and his mustache gonna fight because why is this man in another project?
That's his muse.
I don't see Martin Scorsese or what's his name? Was it Martin Scorsese? Martin Scorsese had Robert De Niro and Robert De Niro's in a majority of his movies.
Yeah, they just did a movie a couple years ago.
But other people, and nobody liked that movie. But nobody liked that movie. But there's nobody else in Leonardo DiCaprio. But at least Leo get hired by other people. You know what I mean? Leo get hired by other people. You know, I understand that. But nobody else. You're trying to tell me nobody else in Hollywood is as talented as Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan played two characters.
That's his homeboy.
So nobody else. Well, I'm about to see.
That's his. How we mad that he put in his homeboy movie? That's his homeboy. Again.
He
put Delroy in, Miles Caton.
So if Delroy Lindo and Miles Caton is in X-Files, I'm finding Ryan Coogler's mustache, and me and this mustache gonna fight. So I know it's his mustache telling him to put him in the movie. I know it is. It ain't him, Mr. Mustache.
What I'm gonna say is you are not gonna get on Beyonce's internet and talk about black people not helping that man. That's all who's been helping him is black people.
Again, pay me or pay me no, never mind. Because it's about putting me
to be on somebody.
Who? But the show I'm talking about. It's when I talked to Jonathan when we was in New York. He said one of the what he loves is acting is everything to him. Mm-hmm. There's nothing he's not gonna. And I had trust me. My brother said the same thing you said, but he didn't say Beyonce's internet. It was like all money ain't good money. How you know he ain't getting nothing from nobody else? Yeah. I was like, well, let's see. Let's ask who is putting him. What movie has he been introduced to? The last time I seen Jonathan Majors attached to any project, it was Street Fighter. And then they unattached him from the project and replaced him with 50 Cent. because I believe he was up for Bull Rock before all of this other mess was coming on, because he was on the casting list or whatever. Everything else that's attached has not had a black producer, black director. So you're trying to tell me on Beyonce's internet there wasn't a raggedy Tyler Perry wig he could have put on to be whatever in a movie?
But you got to think, he got sentenced, what, 2024, right?
2024. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years in April.
It's only been a year, really.
It's been 2 years since he's been sentenced.
He got sentenced in 2024. In April. It's gonna take him a year to cool off. Like,
so this is it. So that was 2024.
Hold on. Not only did he get sentenced in 24, they gave him time to cool off. When did Magazine Dreams come out? 2025? Early 2025?
Yep.
As soon as Magazine Dreams came out, what happened? That girl dropped another mixtape. On him. Dropped more audio on him. So
you talking about the girl.
So that probably scared people, like, God damn, shit. Because people were warming up. He was going on his PR train, and that, you know, we was like, okay, he finna come back. She dropped the mixtape, dropped more audio on him talking crazy. So now people probably like, God damn, like.
So now all of a sudden that he's being in, I don't hear no mixtape when it's Daily Wire.
Talk to Grace Jabari. But what I'm saying,
which I feel you. You know what I'm saying? Grace did put because we were all on the live that night with our mouths like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Trust me. I reached out. I reached out. So it got more context, but you know what I mean? Trust me. We you know.
What I'm saying, it's been a year ever since that, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. It takes movies a while to go into development. I think, and I said this on my video that I did on it, I don't think that people are not wanting to work with him, because I felt like people accepted him with a lot of open arms. And I'm like, damn, everybody's kind of like accepting him back in. The problem is, Dre gone. Got that boot. That's what happened when you get the line, the internet go out.
I'm still here.
I think people do want to work with him. It's just gonna take a little time. He got a little funk on him. He got to get that funk off. And like Torian said, you just added more funk on. God damn.
But think about it like this: you got somebody, which of course this is a white man that's in the Epstein files. They got a real weird case. Getting ready to play Skeletor. Ain't nobody bet no eye. So my thing is, and this has always been my thing. You know what makes people forget more? Entertainment. Because that's what we do. Normally when we want to forget something, we got a whole war going on in Iran. You know what people were talking about? The NFL Combine. Ain't nobody talking about what's really going on in the world because we're too busy with our entertainment. So the best thing should have happened for him was get him in something so people can start talking about his acting. You know what I'm saying? Damn, the mixtape was bad. Let's keep it a buck. The mixtape was bad, even though it wasn't confirmed. Right, it was right or whatever, but still, the optics, the optics were bad. This is my thing. You know, get him on HBO. You want him on the show? Get him a cameo. Get him something. Going to damn, Miss Roberta's in here. Now I gotta stop. Miss Roberta, go back to sleep. go back to bed.
Start weather the storm. Yeah, man. Sometimes you just gotta. But you just gotta buckle down, man. That's all.
But I think and this is the crazy part. If you think about it, that's all he did. The man went to Ghana. The man been, hanging with, having $150 sweatshirts. That I was like, you still got any more? All I got is hats, big dog.
Right.
Give me a $150 sweatshirt, man. Yeah. I pay for it. I'll cry, but you know what I'm saying? It'd be the warm tears of $150. He tried to do everything possible. He went on with the little round table, which I love. The round table talk with Kurt Franklin and all of them. Been on these shows, all of that.
So once again, how you gonna say black folks ain't looking out for him? Black people have been trying to repair his image.
Pay me.
He can't get paid till his PR get right.
You gotta. I'm trying to tell you. Going on podcasts is cool. What makes Jonathan is his talent on screen.
Yes.
So you put me in something. I don't care what it is. You could have. I mean, there's so many shows. You're telling me he couldn't put a cameo on here. Or he could have put. You get him in front of the screen. I understand. I do, and I agree with you. They did an excellent job getting him the PR as far as these podcasts, because this is where the marketing is at. I even got to agree with Harvey. You know what I'm saying, for TMZ, when it's like, hey, they like, these agents don't understand media. You know what I'm saying? So talking about your new movie with Daily Wire would help out with that particular part as far as the media. So I agree with that. Also, I agree that he needs to be in front of the camera somewhere displaying his talent. Because again, because this is what they say in the NFL. They said this about Kareem Hunt. They said this about your people. The greatest thing about talent, you know what I'm saying, is your ability, your talent. Damn what you've done, damn what they said. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This guy has ability. Kareem Hunt, yeah, we see what he did on camera, but damn, he sure can't run for a first down on 4th and 1. So his talent overweighs whatever has happened. Rasheed Rice is going through the same thing. Yes, does a lawsuit look bad? It does. But that talent overweighs that damn lawsuit. So get him on the field. And with Jonathan, get him on the camera. You get him in front of a camera, you do something here, something there, or whatever. You're going to start talking about his talent. Damn, what happened before that.
But what I would say is, and I talked about this on my video, and I want to bring up what Culture May said. Michael B. Jordan said he's going to be in Creed 4. Okay, so we got that. Michael B. Jordan.
Why are you so big on? I'm looking at the mobile version. Like, we're so big on the mobile version. I hate this thing. I put this on everything I love. Hold on, wait.
He's going to be in Creed 4 if that goes well.
He is going to be in Creed 4. Has that been determined?
Michael B. Jordan said it. He said, when I do Creed 4, Jonathan Majors is going to be in that film. But once again, these movies, they take time. And like I said in my video, let's just say, I'm trying to think of somebody. I don't know, Antoine Fuqua. Antoine Fuqua is getting ready to do The Equalizer Part 12,000. Hey, I want to bring Michael B. Jordan in to be Denzel's long lost.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan
Jonathan Majors. I meant. I want to bring Jonathan Majors in.
Ryan Coogler's mustache.
Denzel's long lost nephew. Antoine Fuqua still got to get that approved by the studio. So no matter how much black people want to do, we still got to get the studio's approval. Daily Wire ain't going through no studio. This going to be some small indie YouTube movie.
Well, this is which is
this going to be like.
Well, but we even said that. We even said the best thing he should do is go on the indie circuit.
Yeah.
And in the indie circuit. And what would it be in? I think because Daily Wire's reputation is attached to this. Everybody else's, there's other people producing this. I don't know nothing about, but because it's Daily Wire.
Yeah,
that's what it is, and that's what, because if they didn't announce that Ben Shapiro was a part of this, which probably he wants to get into Hollywood. For what I understand, that he's been trying to get into Hollywood for a long time. So yeah, as far as like producing or making film, they did it with the Gina Carano movie or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I get that. I get that. I just wish, and this is just my wish. I'm not saying that I'm right. I'm not even saying I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I could be hella loud and wrong, and I'll eat that. I'll eat that. What I'm saying is, I would have loved to see a black producer behind this.
Yeah.
You know what, a black production company. Again, 50 Cent, as much as I didn't even know 50 Cent was part of Fox. You know what I'm saying? Was part of the Fox News network. With the he got this it was some crime show he's on, was under Fox.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? But he got a studio. He's building a studio. The hell, 50, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Again, this is what I'm saying about us. We can't have the same gatekeeping tactics as Hollywood. One of us got to break the trend. This is what I'm saying, or buck the trend. That's what I'm saying on that. So what I'm saying is, I would have loved to see my girl that did the show with Megan, that produced that. What's her name? The actress No, she's an actress and she's a writer and producer. They got into it with old girl, light skin, whatchamacallit that be talking crazy.
You got
sometimes.
dementia like me, see?
Yeah, I do. I'm getting old. Shit. Yeah, I be getting ARP here no time soon. Just watch. This beard gonna be gray as hell. Issa Rae. That's who I was
But
thinking.
Issa ain't done nothing, bro.
Well, this has been a perfect time for her to do something. This is a
Ain't,
perfect.
but same thing. If you go and listen to Issa got to have somebody to buy the shit. Ain't nobody buying.
So do you believe that we don't have enough? Because if Tyler Perry got a studio, I guess one of the biggest studios or whatever, do you not think we have enough cachet for us to do our own independent films and start pushing that out? Whether it's on Amazon, whether it's Hulu, hell, Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Because there's independent films with major artists on Tubi. You know what I'm saying? Because they're owned now by Fox or whatever, so they're a little bit more legitimate. So I'm saying I don't. There's too many people with too much money out here saying they got disposable income doing God knows what with their money. You know what I'm saying? But not putting behind these films, and then have the nerves to turn around and say, "Well, we ain't got nothing. Wait, where the hell you putting your money at?"
Yeah.
So there's project. I know Issa Rae got a project that she probably wants to put out. You know what I'm saying? And you're telling me you're going through white producers. Are you going to the black producer and they're saying the same thing? Well, I ain't got nothing.
But you still need your distribution. They have their own production companies. Issa got her own production company. I need somebody to distribute it. That's my problem.
But then there it is. I just talked to when I talked to Mika G about this, because we were talking about how to get your movies on Tubi when we had the young lady on and stuff like that. You gotta find a distributor.
Yeah.
So hey, if it means you gotta get the low budget distributor or somebody just to put the film out, because look how many films I just remember in the 90s. You remember this?
Yeah,
how many hood films how many black, not just hood films, but how many black films that we had that eventually got picked up by bigger studios?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because of the reception of black people. You could go back to the 70s with the black boyization movement. They were making literally $5,000 films, $10,000 films. Mac Truck Jones, Superfly, you know what I'm saying? Cleopatra Jones, all of these films, Me, Cornbread, and Earl.
Yeah.
There was movies that we could make. And if we got to get a low budget producer right now, I just want the film out. As soon as it go to Sundance, people going to hear about it, because that's how they heard about Magazine Dreams. Magazine Dreams, they have a production company that was on it. I think there's too many excuses for too many people that throwing away their money to show how bad we balling and all of this other stuff. But what are we doing? We got to call out. We can't call on black people too. We can't do that.
But
we can't call them. We can celebrate. If we can celebrate, I can celebrate you, and I can also tell you what the deficiencies are within us.
But this is the difference. Back in the 90s, a studio would be more than willing to take in a black film because they know they're gonna make money off the VHS, off of the VCR sales and the DVD sales. That doesn't exist anymore. So when somebody our girl is putting out Children of Blood and Bone that sat on the shelf with Disney for 10 damn years almost, because they didn't believe in it. They didn't want to do it. Yeah. All black people can't sell. I'm not finna do it. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
They don't see a return on if this flops at the box office, where we get that back end money. So they're less likely to invest in these black projects because they don't see where the money gonna come in at. That's just it.
New Line was great at that. New Line Cinema was great at that before they got bought by Warner Brothers, and we'll see where the hell that it's getting ready to go into now, because RP, New Line, all of that. You know what I mean? Miramax. I mean, they were part of one. That's why I said black people.
Like Lawrence said, they barely believed in sinners. Hell, barely.
Yeah. That's why I said I know it's Ben Shapiro, I know it's Daily Wire, but there's way more bigger studios that don't like black people than just Daily Wire. So you know what I mean? Because like you said, Disney sat on Children of Blood and Bones for years, didn't do anything, do anything with it. They came out and you know when Lupita Nyong'o was like, "Hey, we were scared to do this project because we didn't know because of they didn't have faith in it." They came out and said what they didn't have faith in. But there's companies like Miramax, the company that actually put out Magazine Dreams. was like, we take on these projects that are controversial. They
Yeah,
did
but
the
Disney picked
they
that
did
up,
Trump.
though. Disney picked that up.
They picked it up, but once they dropped it, it was picked. I can't think of the name of the.
I know you're
the
talking about it got
company.
repicked.
It got
back
repicked
yeah.
up. You know what I'm saying? And of course, the money didn't make it didn't make his money back. It made the money back for him as far as what he paid for,
Right.
but it didn't make any additional funds for it to be a bigger film. You know what I mean? So, but at least he picked up the Donald Trump movie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's controversial, but we're gonna make something out of it.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Made a little money off of it. Wasn't a lot, but made a little money on it. But I'm just saying, this was bad. This was the bad part about the Paramount deal. That goes back to that. But then you also, I just don't think if Tyler could keep making movies, that I didn't even know Tyler had a new movie coming out. I didn't know Medea's Boo Thing 2 was a movie, and here it is.
But
I don't
once
think
again,
there's an
Tyler got to get that
excuse.
approved by Netflix. If Tyler goes to Netflix and says, "Hey, I want to make Why Did I Get Married 3, and I want Tasha's, this is the idea. Tasha's daughter is gonna be married to Jonathan Majors," they gonna say you can't get nobody else. So then
You don't
got
think
a
that
decision to make?
Do you think that if they believe in the movie, or again, Jared Leto is playing Skeletor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if there's an amazing movie out, let's say for the sake of argument, Rebel Ridge is played by Jonathan Majors and not Aaron Pierre. I was about to say the most handsome man in the world, and I'm not him. So I'm hating. But Rebel Ridge was an amazing movie.
Yeah.
Controversy be damn, you see the talent. That's what I'm saying. I honestly believe talent outweighs everything. Again, your family member, we know he had a bunch of controversy, but people still like, damn, is he coming back to the Chiefs? He already over here in Kansas City eating smoothies and kicking it with his kids. How dare he kick it with his kids and not sign a contract? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like, yeah. You see what I mean? So I just believe that there's so much. If you get him in front, I just believe get him in front of the camera. Magazine dreams.
Hold on, because if we're gonna talk
go
about
ahead.
my folks, that's if they feel like they can make money off of you. So they're looking at him. They're looking at him like, do his legs still work? If his legs still work, I think these studios might look at him like, I don't know if I can make money with Jonathan Majors. That's the thing. If they knew for sure that this is going to make some money, yeah, they sign it. I believe they kind of a little. I don't know.
But I believe so. Here's why. Here's why I believe that. Again, I'm only using Jared Leto as an example of the hypocrisy in Hollywood because Morbius was shit.
Yeah.
Sorry, Miss Roberta, you came in a late night edition. Morbius trash can juice. Somebody decided, no matter what, I think he could be an excellent Skeletor. What? No matter what his controversy, I mean, I don't think Jared Leto could act at all. I think that man's a wooden fuck. I'm sorry, Miss Roberta, I gotta say it. So a wooden fucking stick just look good with long hair. He cannot hold a candle to Jonathan Majors' talent at all. Point blank, period. They put him in Tron. I forgot. That movie is so sucky. I forgot he was in Tron. Guess what? They keep, and you're trying to tell me. I don't care if he looks like a rock star. He acts like, a matter of fact, this Transformer I'm holding in my hand has better acting talent than that dude. He cannot act. I'm sorry, he's not good. Yet, here we go. So I believe Jonathan has the talent. You give him an amazing script. Look what he did with Ant-Man and the Wasp of the Quantumania. Yeah. We all know Ant-Man and the Wasp of Quantumania is hot doo-doo. We know that. Hot doo-doo. And guess what? Somebody rose up out of the ranks that was the director and the writer and got better projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Only thing people talked about was Jonathan Majors' talent. As trash as that movie was. You know what I mean? So I believe his talent outweighs everything. So get him in front of the camera, get him a good script. You know what? This might be a surprise. We never know. Jonathan might be, I mean, bring back the action hero and all of us. We don't know. You know what I mean? So am I tired of
the I think, I don't know why he just won't put his own stuff out. Just do your own stuff.
I
Just do it.
I believe there's two folds to that.
Yeah.
Just being honest. One, he does have a production company that he did create. But that's how he was some other project because when I reached out to
Magazine
him,
Dreams. He
helped produce that.
Yeah,
he helped produce that. But it was another project he was getting ready to produce on or whatever. I think he has to deal with funds for one. I think that's the biggest hiccup right now.
Yeah,
is the funds, and then also gatekeeping. Because there's a lot of gatekeeping going on right
so that's
now.
what I'm saying. You can't get mad at the black folks because they might want to put them in, and the people might be like, find somebody else.
That's
find
gatekeeping.
somebody else but him. They might say, you go to it and say, look, this is the movie. I want Jonathan Majors as the lead. They'll be like, you ain't asked Michael B. Jordan. Like, why would we even risk? Why would we even risk this?
Say Michael B. Jordan's name one more time.
When it's other people.
One more time.
I'm just saying, look,
I'm about to go off.
I done worked in it before. I know what they're probably saying in them rooms. They're probably saying, I like this idea. It's great. But do we have to go with him? Like, I want to do this. But
so
you can't get nobody
do you think, so you don't think, so do you think anybody is fighting for him in these rooms?
What I'll say is, I know there's people who probably want to work with him, and I know there's people who probably would want to go the indie route. But it's like, does he want to do that? I don't know, but that might.
Hell, we do. I mean, hell, we doing a Daily Wire production along with whoever Bonfire Legend, which I think Bonfire might be his production company. I think
they could partner. They could have been.
Honestly, I think Bonfire Legend is his production company. I gotta look that up. But look, at the same,
as much as I hate, and when I tell you I hate this one man to the bottom of the soles of my feet, when I tell you I cannot stand these two men because I know what they be having going on personally. In them, Chris Stokes and Batman, Marcus Houston, they putting out like 40 movies a year.
No.
But that's what I'm saying though.
We're not trying to have him as stepmother.
But that's what I'm saying. Why not? You doing Daily Wire? Why not?
I don't think Chris Stokes and Marcus Houston is in a position to pay Michael B. I mean, Lord, you got me saying it. Jonathan Majors.
What the hell you think Ben Shapiro finna pay him?
I don't know. That'll
at least get his face out. I don't know.
That's a good question.
I don't even like them, but they putting movies out.
I mean, hell, there's a brother I know that's putting out movies through Tubi every 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying, Mr. Nelson? Yeah. But I doubt that Jonathan Majors gonna set up and be in the next threesome movie with my man Nelson. You know what I'm saying?
Lauren said he could be in Stepfather from Hell Part 5. Oh, Jesus. But they have changed a lot of the how you can get on the Tubi now. I don't know if y'all talked about that. It used to be easy to get on the Tubi.
You have to find a distributor to get on Tubi.
Outside of you've always had to have a distributor, but you used to have, I think your budget could be $10,000 to $15,000 and you can get in. I think I talked to my homeboy Alvin and he said it went up to like $100,000. That's why back in the day you could see any type of movie on Tubi. They've now increased the budget. So now a lot of black creators are having a hard time, getting their movies on there because they want the budget at a certain price now. So
yeah, I mean, ever since they went to they got bought out by Fox, I already knew that was gonna happen. Because like anything, we always build something, they come and buy it, and then they lock us out because we don't have enough money to be able to do that. Because we talked about Tubi, a lot of bad movies on Tubi because you're low budget. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the threesome trilogy. Shout out to my boy Nelson. But man, that's all he makes. So so
people are.
I'll send you Nelson's work, and you be like, oh, He gonna be on Menage a Trois 5. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gonna do it. I don't think he gonna do it.
We gotta see what his agent is doing too. Like, what is, it's just, I think he needs to come in as supporting. You might not be a lead man right now. Try to come in as supporting. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. There's plenty of I believe that there's plenty of movies that you could come in and be a supporting role in. You come in, just be the supporting cop. You know what I'm saying? You could be the you know what I'm saying, the support until you get back in. Again, we seen this with what's her name that was the part of the Johnny Depp trial. What's her face?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Amber Heard.
Amber Heard started doing just supporting roles. You know what I'm saying? After that, she wasn't going to be the lead anymore. Not for a while, but she was. But again, it shows the hypocrisy in Hollywood.
Yeah, man. Look, I can't think of a black man who's.
But look what happened with Nate Parker.
That's what I'm going to say. I can't think of a black man who's had something like that go on and been able to bounce back. Look how long it took Wesley to come back, and all he did, he went
was
to jail
not paying
for
taxes.
tax fraud.
Yeah, but soon as he not Menage what? See, Mr. Roberta, you supposed to be asleep. You supposed to be just taking a nap. It's in the heat of the night.
I can't think of one black man that's been quote unquote canceled and has been able to come back besides maybe Will Smith. And even Will Smith ain't back like how he want to be.
Will Smith, you know what movie Will Smith did before he did anything else? When he, after that slap, he had to go do the Slave movie.
Don't do that. That movie was already that movie was already in the can when he slapped Chris Rock. Don't do that. Not gonna let y'all be tearing black folks down like we ain't been trying.
No, it's breakdown build up. No, I love my people, but I'm not about to excuse behavior either. I'm not about to excuse
behavior though.
There's we know you know this, Tina.
I'm talking about the professionals. I'm not talking about like, of course people gonna joke on Jonathan Majors, but I'm saying Black Hollywood has really rallied around him, in my opinion.
But we also know that there is gatekeeping in Hollywood. Yeah. You know that, I know that. Cat Williams didn't just make that out of thin air.
For sure.
Like, Cat Williams is probably the only guy that I know that got canceled and came back stronger than ever before. But he got canceled.
Williams get canceled for what happened with him?
Being Cat. Remember when Cat Williams was high? Cat Williams was getting beat up by a kid. Cat Williams was doing. They was like Cat Williams was doing all kinds of crap. Maybe he got choked out by a 14-year-old boy in the projects with his perm. You know what I'm saying? With his perm all jacked up.
But I don't think I've seen Cat Williams in any movies though.
Cat Williams was in a low budget film with because they used my actual name, DeAndre McDonald. I can't think of the name of the movie because I got it on Amazon. But he came back, but he went back to what he loved, where he's good at, the stage. And when he did the stage, and then when he went on Shannon Sharp, you know what I'm saying? But he went back to his roots. All I'm saying is, Tyler Perry, listen to me. I'm looking at the camera, Tyler. There's a wig that's in your stash. Put that on. Matter of fact, John don't need the wig. Just get him in the movie. He don't even need the wig. Get him in the movie.
You better know if Tyler Perry could put him in a movie, he would want to. There's nothing in this world telling me that Tyler Perry does not want to put that man in a movie. I believe he do. Because he's talented. I think people want to use him. It's just you might run into them roadblocks.
I don't care. But then again, we got to stop. We have to stop talking about rallying for black people when it's convenient and rally for him when he's down. A fan, what did my man say? Are you a fan? Or what did he say? What did how did kid you say? You know what I mean? But are you a fan when I'm down? Are you gonna be a fan when nobody else is talking about me? When nobody else cares about me? When you see what Deadline put out in their article. We all know it's reckless assault. They still say he assaulted his girlfriend. Hollywood Reporter, you know what they're gonna say. You know what Rolling Stone is gonna say.
Yeah.
We can stand up and say, oh, the man with the Tourette's, he shouldn't have been calling nobody nigger. Well, then you need to stand up for Jonathan's black ass too. Just in that same, had that same energy. All I'm saying, had the same energy. Had the same energy. When people in the Hollywood studio was like, "Are you sure we can?" I don't know if we can. Damn it, his talent. Damn everything, his talent. Let his talent speak for itself. We make an excellent movie, his talent go overshine everything. Let that be the key. Because if that got him in The Harder They Fall, that got him The Five Bloods, they got him this movie, that movie, all of that.
Yeah.
Then you already know the man can make money. They wouldn't pay him $20 million if his talent wasn't. Be damn, what the X say? Keep getting them roles.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, if Shia LaBeouf be in X-Files, I'm punching. Me and Ryan Coogler's mustache gonna have a conversation. Jonathan ain't gonna put me in nothing. I asked to be in security. He said we don't need none of that. We don't need that. Trust me. I asked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm rowdy of the bunch.
I think he's gonna damn. I think he can come back. I think he should go to theater. He needs to go to theater.
I wouldn't mind him being in theater. You know what I'm saying? I think he's taking a movie for money.
Yeah, of course.
Taking a movie for money. I gotta still pay. I still gotta pay these bills.
I hope he getting paid.
I
hope he
taking a check. Look. You know this. I know this. Megan looked at him and said, "You ain't gonna be sitting around this house all just." Better get your ass out there and get that. I don't care. Ben Franklin came from the grave and told your ass to go do this movie. You better get your ass out of this house and go get your job.
You better believe she's probably been campaigning for him too. She's probably been calling, her people like, hey, got anything out here? Yeah, he got to buckle it down, man. He got to buckle it down. I'm gonna pray for him, man. I want to see him get back out there. I do.
I would just say this. I pray for this brother. I said, and I said it on the stream, be damn everything. They gonna talk about you anyway. You know what I'm saying, brother? You was working with Ben Shapiro, Ben Thomas, or whoever. It doesn't matter. They're gonna talk about you anyway. They talked about you dancing. Go out and make the best freaking movie that you could possibly get. That you could possibly make. Go out there and show everybody who Jonathan Majors is. When you're down, hey. Show them why you was up. You know what I'm saying? Be damn everything else. Who care? At this point, if I'm broke, if I gotta go work at McDonald's, you better be damn. I'm gonna work at McDonald's. I gotta do what I gotta do. So if they not calling me, if they don't see no talent in me, and hell, Ben Shapiro out of everybody does, I need to check. Because people have done for money they did a whole lot less.
Yeah,
they've been on that casting couch. They've been in them parties. Then I ain't talking about ditties, them executive parties. You know what I'm saying? Doing everything they can to get in the movie. So
my wish is, like you said earlier, my wish is don't let them people play in your face.
Don't let them play in your face.
Don't have them. Don't let them put you on some crazy PR. Like if this movie does come out, don't let them do that. And I would hope that Ben Shapiro would be respectful enough to just shut up and back up. We don't need you speaking. Let the movie speak for itself, because I think that'll help if you just put out a good movie. But if we got to deal with him answering questions about, hey, 2 years ago Ben Shapiro said this, how do you feel? Like, that's gonna throw everything off. So I just hope they just make the best movie possible, and like you said, move on, get another role. I just don't want them to play with him. That's my problem. Don't let them folks play with you, because they will.
Don't play with them. Let Ben Shapiro do what every executive producer does. Besides your boy Jimmy Gunn, which I know you're happy, because this is the RP DCU, RP all of that. RP all HBO, I loved you. It's gonna be a good last year. You know what I mean? But as long as Ben Shapiro doesn't say anything, I'm good. Because all you got to do is sit back. Like you said, all you got to do is sit back. I'm good. Don't allow this movie to be some political talking point for the far right either. Mm-hmm. So if you start reading the script, and because I'm going to look at you sideways, just with anybody, friend or whoever, if I watch this movie and they're trying to put some far right ideology or some far right agenda, you know what I'm saying? Just if you're gonna make an action movie from the 80s and 90s vein, make it an 80s and action 90s. Don't try to put some political agenda and all of that, because it's just like if you were super far left, you're trying to put some ideology, political agenda. Ain't just make a movie. Everything gonna have politics in it, but just make the movie. You know what I'm saying? Without your commentary in it.
Yeah.
In which he's not writing it, he's just producing it. You know what I'm saying? So he's not the writer. We don't know what the writer is. If it's like Red Dawn, which I already know it still got political ties to it, because that was, you know, during the Russian conflict and all of that, or the USSR, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Just make a good movie. Just make a good movie and just keep it going.
I can deal with it being political. Jonathan Majors is damn near conservative anyway, so I don't have a problem with it being political. My problem is when he's a conservative man. Let's keep it real. He's conservative.
He's a Southern conservative guy.
He's in his Bible. He likes his Bible. He's a conservative man. My problem is when it comes time to promote this movie, don't let Ben Shapiro them like mess up whatever you try. Let's talk about the movie. I know he support Trump. I'm just here to do a job. I'm just here to bring this story alive. Don't let Ben Shapiro have him coming out at Trump rallies. Don't let Ben Shapiro have you on all these far right like podcasts and stuff. Like, don't sign up for nothing like that.
Yeah, you better not get on.
I don't care if the movie's conservative, because he's conservative. If we keep it real, I wouldn't care. Long as, you know, they ain't beating him.
But like, you know what I'm talking about. It's conservative. It's conservatism, and it's just this whole everything's woke type shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't. I want a good movie. If you, and like I said, you're gonna make an 80s, 90s action movie, make an 80s, 90s action movie. Yeah. All the rest of that stuff, keep that in the bag. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear the political talking points.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only thing. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm not. All I want is the same energy. That's it. I just want the same. I want Black Hollywood just to go just as hard for when people are doubting us. Be proactive in these studios. You fight. If you know that this guy, PR be damn. If you know this guy is the talent that he is, then you need to have that same energy in front of these white folks when they were like, "Are you sure?" You damn right, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? You damn right. If you can make an excuse for the guy with Tourette's, you can make an excuse for Jonathan Majors. I'm sorry, I'm not on that. I'm not letting that go.
So let's pray this goes good. We got True Threat coming. We got Creed 4. Is
True Threat still coming though?
Nobody has
said. I don't think it's still coming.
But why?
I tried to, because there hasn't been any production credits or anything. And plus, the last time I reached out to him, he wasn't on set.
But that's
wasn't shooting. But he wasn't shooting anything. He wasn't doing anything though. I mean, that's before
normal,
he went to,
bro. They just announced the movie.
When True Threat was last year.
That's what I'm saying.
It was like April of last year. I haven't heard anything about post-production or anything.
But that's normal. I'm doing a movie with Jonathan Majors. 3 months later, we found out Jade is in it. I still got to fill the cast out. I still got to get my money up.
Yeah,
we got to find out where we're filming. Like, all of that stuff can take years. That could take 2 years.
I know. Or, you could do like Sinners and just do it in 9 months. We write it.
You got the money.
Yeah. That means, okay, Tina, let's just put it like this. And I'm gonna bring Tori up. We gonna do it like this. We're gonna put a collection fund together. Miss Roberta already giving some $10 super chat. Old people be knowing every I ain't shut. But Roberta, go to bed. I was trying to go in here and do my cussing, and you was up.
Look, I said on my video, I'd rather him get on YouTube and make content. And I give him some super chats, but
not going to do that. Them super chats not gonna pay them dog bills. It's not gonna pay. And that man got child support. It ain't gonna pay the child support. It's not gonna pay that child support. Trust me, child support rough.
I'm gonna let Torian take my place. I'm gonna go, y'all. I got to,
all right,
get some
Tina.
stuff done. Bye, fellas. Thank y'all for having me.
I'll see you, Tina. Thank you.
All right, bye, y'all.
But let me get these super chats, Tori. What's up? Let me get these super chats real quick. I wanted to finish that up. Are you in front of a fan? Are you cutting grass?
Yeah, I'm cutting grass at 12:45 in the morning.
Ain't nothing wrong with cutting grass, man. If you got an electric light, look, Torian. I cut my grass in the middle of the night with my electric lawnmower. I'm bougie. Yes, I got an electric lawnmower, people. I'm bougie. And my neighbor almost cussed me. My neighbor next door almost cussed me out. So let me get these super chats. Let me hook Miss Roberta up real quick. Hold on, y'all. Thank you for your super chat. Boy, let me find out Ryan's mustache is really the mastermind of everything. I'm a boy. All right. These says everyone works in this house. You think Baker gonna sit up there and let him chill? Nah, go get to work. Super chat, body roll. You have Joe Jackson coming from the grave if everybody don't work. But yeah. What up, Torian?
What's going on?
You can have a fan on, man. It's cool. It's cool.
And shout out to Tina.
Yeah, Tina, my girl though. Tina know that's my girl. I like going back and forth with Tina. Because
go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I love my black people, but I'm gonna call out hypocrisy too. I'm not just going black people, and not call out some of the foolishness too. I love y'all, but I'm gonna keep it fair. I'm a Libra. I balance these scales. I love them. Let's have that same energy, baby. Let's go. Anyway, go ahead, man.
I don't trust Ben Shapiro as far as I can throw him.
No, hell no. It's Ben Shapiro.
And one thing that stuck out to me was the video that he made after people was going at the news when it came out and got announced that's what he was doing. I was like paying attention and listening to the things that he was saying. And when he got to the part where he was talking about, like, it's almost like, if let's just hypothetically say that Jonathan Majors does this movie, which apparently he is, because they already said they started filming in South Carolina like last week, so the movie is getting made. If hypothetically the movie does very, very well, Ben Shapiro gonna sit on the background and say, "See, I'm the one that saved his career. I'm the one that did this. I'm the one that he's gonna go into his white savior complex. I already know." And let's be clear here: this Jonathan Majors, as far as I know, is the first black actor he's worked with. So if Jonathan Majors saves him, this is gonna be like the black exploitation era all over again.
Hold on a minute. Candace Owens don't count?
Listen, I ain't got time to be dealing with Candace and all stuff. As a matter of fact, Ben Shapiro and them, they all mad at her because of her pivot. He over there calling her evil and all types of stuff like that. I'm like, aren't you supposed to be working on this movie?
She started talking about Israel and the Zionist Jews, and all of a sudden,
and the thing is, let's hypothetically say also that this movie does well. He's going to do the whole scratch my back, I scratch yours. So, Jonathan, I helped save your career, so now I'm going to need you to help me get in this door in Hollywood that I've been trying to get into for years. Can you imagine what Ben Shapiro would be like if he got into Hollywood? Would look like he would be banging. And now you see Paramount then got Warner Brothers. He's going to be going straight to them because
of course
their narratives align.
Of course, that's for one. This is why I believe he's getting to Hollywood, because they daddy's the president right now, the president of the United States. You know what I mean? The little rich boys over there at Paramount that's destroying Paramount just as we speak. You know what I'm saying? They don't care.
Let me put it to you like this, Dre. The movie that he did with Gina Carano domestically only made $804. Internationally, it made $13,000 something dollars.
I'm gonna look at that.
Yeah, go look it up.
Wow, look at that.
That Terror on the Prairie movie or whatever.
Hold on, I'm about to look that up. Terror on the Prairie. Let me see. I gotta see this.
I'm surprised you. Well, I can understand why you would never look that up, though.
No, it's just no reason for me to ever look up anything that. Let me see. Nick Cersei, Gina Coriano. Cowboy Carone. I don't even know who those people are. Wow, they only put the international gross on here.
Yeah, because domestically it only made $804. Internationally, it made 13,000 some dollars.
Golly, yeah, June 14th, 2022. Terror on the Prairie released exclusively to online subscribers of the Daily Wire. The film grossed $804 during its one-day U.S. Theatrical release. The film also had a limited theatrical release in the United Arab Emirates and Russia, where it earned 13,000. 13,000. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's the other thing I'm looking at too, because Daily Wire, they don't have a wide distribution like that. Listen, Ben Shapiro is persona non grata in Hollywood. They don't like him. He might as well be blackballed himself.
Just so I can put it up there for context. Y'all see it.
And I know for a fact I am not subscribing, even if it was for a 30-day free trial, the Daily Wire, to watch that.
Somebody had when my podcast used to look a little different. Somebody had me watch the Matt Walsh Ain't I a Woman, or what is it called?
Am I a Racist?
No, not Am I a Racist, Am I a Woman?
Oh. You know he got a new one out now, right? You know he got a new one out now. He got a new one out now where he's apparently rewriting what slavery was. I'm like, Matt, go sit down somewhere. And he works for the Daily Wire. And that's another thing.
I know.
Man, that clown works for the Daily Wire. It's not only the fact that with him it's not only the fact with Jonathan Majors being over to Ben Shapiro, it's also the company that Ben Shapiro
It's the company.
Or kept. Yeah. I said, I don't know who's worse, between those at Daily Wire or those at PragerU. And Candace used to be a part of both of them.
Yeah. This is, again, and I think the question is this, and Tina, she's still in the chat, so answer this in the chat. Why did people think it was okay for Ben Shapiro to do this movie, but when, let's say for the sake of argument, black people was advocating for him, they was like, but Ben Shapiro, that was like, yeah, buddy, go ahead. We'll distribute it. Let's go. Something don't add up.
Because Ben Shapiro is the one out there claiming he's saving canceled actors' careers.
But this is the okay.
And
but you understand the context of that?
What's that?
But the context of that is that so nobody else had could took the risk, and Black Hollywood. It just only had to be
Black Hollywood. Black Hollywood only goes so far as like them being like directors. Of course, they'll be producers. You only got Tyler Perry, and maybe I don't know anyone else who has their own studio, but Tyler Perry is only one person. I mean, how many black-owned studios are there?
Well, I mean, 50's making his, right? Or does he already have that up and going?
I think the one that you talking about, the one in Louisiana.
Yeah.
Well, as far as I know, I think it's probably nearing the end. I wouldn't say it's all the way there. I think he's trying to finish. But he's still
developing.
I think
he's still developing.
He's finishing out his contract with Starz before he does his own thing, because he still has one season left with Raising Kanan, and then that'll probably be in the end of his contract.
But he's still building his own studio.
Yeah,
that's a good question. I know Cat Williams has talked about he's trying to build his own studio. He's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What I'm saying is, you can say the studio, but what I'm saying is that, are you trying to tell me that no other black person in Hollywood can beat the table for Jonathan Majors? Only Ben Shapiro. Are you get what I'm saying? It don't sound right to me. It does not sound right to me. That nobody else in Black Hollywood had any cachet, you know what I'm saying? Only Ben Shapiro, only the likes of a white man could save us from. You get what I'm saying?
Ben Shapiro is not doing this for the behalf of Jonathan.
Well, I know that. I know that. Yeah, I know that. But what I'm saying is that is the feeling that I have, is that it's making it seem like Ben Shapiro is the only one that actually had a voice loud enough to say, "Yep, we want Jonathan Majors in this movie."
But like Tina also said, there's no distribution. The Daily Wire might as well just be
It's
an
probably-
independent circuit.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're not going to see that. This is not going to get no. This isn't even going to be on the level of even Magazine Dreams. Even Magazine Dreams had more theater screenings for you to go
Oh
see.
hell yeah! Oh hell yeah!
Like-
well, they probably
like,
screened
the
this at
Daily
like
Wire-
what
like I said-
five movies? My movie theaters for $804.
If even that. But the thing is, like, their stuff is going to be almost sounds like it's going to be exclusively on the Daily Wire, which means you would need a subscription to even watch this. Now, Dre, are you going to get a subscription to watch
Fuck
this?
I'm
Okay,
finding this
then.
on bootleg. I'm finding this on bootleg. Or unless Jonathan sends me this personally, I'm watching this on. If it's
Hey,
going
so
through the
there you
Daily
go.
Wire, I'm not giving him my money. If it
See,
goes
that's
through the
thing. Even
Daily
if people
Wire,
wanted to watch it, they're not going to do it. Even people, Daily Wire lost a lot of subscribers because they don't like Ben Shapiro's politics.
yeah, of course, because it's outrageous. It's Ben Shapiro. So I don't know. And then the crazy part about this, when I look at who it was released to internationally,
Yeah.
Russia and United Arab Emirates.
Now, see that part, I didn't know who it was. I only knew it had an international release. I didn't know to what countries, though, until just now when you read that. And I was like, okay, now it's making even more sense.
Guess who's helping by Warner Brothers?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, just don't look at just the Daily Wire as being. I mean, there's some trust me. I would say go. I watched John Oliver, and you know John Oliver's on HBO. John Oliver broke it down. Who's the biggest players in buying Warner Brothers? And not only is the Ellisons, United Arab Emirates has a lot of money that they're tying into the Ellisons to be able to buy Warner Brothers.
They about to listen. I'm telling you, they about to be in a lot of debt. I'm calling it now. They about to be
In
a lot
Russia,
of
I
debt.
thought we were. I thought Russia. Not China, Russia. Y'all ain't seeing no connections. Like I said, I feel bad for Jonathan.
I do. 'Cause
I
feel like
feel
this
bad
was a
for.
last resort.
Yeah, I just, and that's why I'm fighting so hard for black people to start standing up. Whether you have, and I think this is my fight, not trying to tear down my people. That's not it. I don't want any more excuses. If you can't get them in a movie, you can't get them in a movie because of the studio said fuck that. Go to somebody else. Until you like, you know what? I'm gonna do it myself. It's funny. We can always talk about all the money that black people has as far as buying power and everything, but then we start talking about movies, the distribution, and all of that, and then buying power is thrown out the window. You know, all the money that we get, it generate is out the window. So you're trying to tell me that, as you know this, that Jane Fonda and all these other white people back in the day was secretly funding the Black Panther Party, but now we can't get no money to get another brother back in the studios.
I'm telling you, a call.
It don't feel right.
I'm telling you right now, a call was made, and that's the thing about, and that's what I'm talking about with those higher ups over there, them people that are at literally the ones that are on top of the ceiling. A call was made, and they played telephone and phone tag with each other when all this. You should have known the writing was on the wall when all this happened, and he got dropped by his agency.
Yeah, his agency.
And it was like the thing is everything happened in one fell swoop. It wasn't like it was like a piece here and a piece there. It's
nope,
like,
it happened. It happened the day of.
It's like when that first domino fell, the rest fell along with it. So
his agency dumped him the day of.
Yeah, so
the day of.
So they were waiting for this to happen. They was just waiting for something like this to happen. My guess is this: they were probably trying to get Jonathan. They was probably trying to get Jonathan out the paint from day one. This was it. And this was it right here.
I'm trying to tell you, and I honestly believe this. Jonathan wasn't part of the go along, get along gang.
What?
I don't think Jonathan was part of the parties. I mean,
this guy was on the up and up. I mean, he was everywhere.
But I don't think he was part of the party. If you get what I'm saying.
And I was like, and the thing is, like, I said, I just saw this man in Creed 3 last week. He had a whole advertisement ahead of the movie. It was an Army ad and everything.
Yeah, the Army ad, all of that.
And then it's like, whoa.
but still, it's just Black Hollywood, and I think this is what I'm saying about Black Hollywood. In Black entertainment, I gotta call it. This is why I'm calling it out. Is this stopping Chris Brown from making money?
Well, you know, he had to go through the mud too before he could kind of bounce.
But
back.
did it stop him from making?
Did
it stop him from making money?
It didn't stop him. He had to take a backseat a little bit, but I mean, now he's better than ever. Now people barely bring that up. I mean, you have some, like those hardcore fans will bring it up, but not nearly as much as it was at the time. But look at how many years that took, though.
But he was still making songs after song. He was still making money, even though
I think what happened.
Again,
I think his fan base was too strong. I think that's probably what it was.
Yeah, and
if they can go after Michael Jackson, the biggest entertainer, nobody is safe.
Yeah, I mean,
and speaking of Michael Jackson, off topic, they still speaking of Michael Jackson.
They're still trying to sue him.
They trying to sue the estate. Yes.
Yeah, they still trying to sue him. The same people that tried to sue him in 2005.
2 months ahead of his biopic coming out.
Just like Grace Jabari. Right when Magazine Dreams is going on, he's doing the tour. Y'all don't see the connect. Is people out there that don't want successful Black men to succeed. And that's why I need Black Hollywood to stand up and don't be a coward. I'm sorry. Is a fan still when the shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? That's what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, when you have these talented people in Black Hollywood, that's why I said I don't want to hear about blackity black, because the same way I feel about Jonathan is the same way I felt about Nate Parker.
That was a railroad if I have never seen one.
Black Hollywood did not come to that man's aid. You know that. I know that. They did not come to that man's aid. Even after he was exonerated from all of what happened. When the last time Nate Parker was in one film or two films?
It was like a film he did.
He
did. I remember I forgot the name of the movie.
And this is when Birth of a Nation telling the story, a historical retelling of Nate Parker. Look what they but I say that wrong. Not Nate Parker. What's his name? Oh God. Nat Turner. There's historical retelling of Nat Turner, and then they destroyed this man's career.
By the way.
It's still on my PlayStation 3. The movie is still on my PlayStation 3 because I forgot I bought it on there. But Black Hollywood did not pick him up. They let him, and that's what I'm saying. You look at Nate. You look at Nate Parker. Nate Parker did not get picked up by Black Hollywood. Nobody picked him up. They went on about their business. He blackballed. So well. You know what I'm saying? And I understand.
And that was definitely engineered because that movie, they said that movie had a lot of Oscar buzz around it.
Oh my God. Same thing as Magazine Dreams.
And then it's like, they was like, oh, they said, we'll award a slave movie, but not when the slave is fighting back for his freedom. Oh no.
Exactly.
Not doing no, and then had the nerve to name it Birth of a Nation after D.W. Griffith's movie, one that we helm up as in high regard, even though that movie is absolute garbage.
I watched that. I watched it for research.
You have more better vision than I do because I couldn't get through a minute of that. I turned it on and cut it right off.
I had to.
To this day, still never finished watching it.
I watched it for research because I can't talk about something and I didn't watch it.
The imagery was all I needed to see.
It was the imagery, the everything, all of that.
That was all I needed to see.
But again, uh, hold on real quick. Hold on.
Because I think that movie's in the Library of Congress, which blows my mind, but it's not surprising because they showed it in the White House.
Oh yeah. I mean, that was the rise of the KKK. It was political propaganda. Again, I watched it for research and all of that, and so I could speak more on it. Especially when that was at the time I was doing a lot of research on the menstrual cycle.
Mm-hmm.
So, the menstrual period,
Yeah.
the menstrual cycle is
Wait a
technically
minute.
it was the menstrual period or the menstrual cycle of the 1800s, where blackface and all of that.
Thanks for
menstrual
clarifying
shows.
that up because the way you
Not
said
that
it
menstrual
sounded like
cycle.
something else. Okay.
Not that menstrual cycle. The menstrual. The hello, boss. I sure do love chicken, boy. You know what I mean? But but that's what I'm saying. We can't. And again, yes, we can talk about when racists do crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But you also got to defend our brothers and sisters in Hollywood. That's why I get mad at Black Hollywood for looking at Monique like she's crazy. But when Taraji P. Henson says it, then it's, we're black women are not getting paid in Hollywood. Monique was saying it for years. Monique was called, and that's what it is. Monique was calling out the go along, get along gag. It got blackballed. When we start calling out us for the hypocrisy that they do, because we can't talk about, well, we need our own, where you're acting like the ones that we're trying to, we need our own seat at the table, but I'm going to rub elbows with Master because of shit. If everything go wrong, I got me a spot. Damn that. And I think that's my issue. That's my issue. We're talking about a seat at the table. You know what I'm saying? But and we're building a table. But then we'll build that table. We'll call out the races, but we won't call out the hypocrisy that goes on between us because somebody want to keep their spot in Hollywood. And somebody don't mind being at the parties. Somebody don't mind, you know what I'm saying, the line dances and all of that goes on. You know what I'm saying? They don't mind all the exploits or whatever. Especially if I could be able to continue my career. Do you think I care about you? No, I don't care about you. This is why people was scared to work for Disney. Oh, if this doesn't work, I'm going to be out here homeless because they want to be a part of the party. And it ain't just Diddy. So we can't call them out and be like, oh, the racism. But then when the racism goes out against our brothers and sisters, when the hypocrisy goes on and we're the catalyst, when they call it out, we want to blackball them and talk crazy about them. That's where I got a problem with. Because again, Monique was dead on because Monique echoed a lot of the same stuff that Taraji P. Henson said that a lot of other black women and black men were saying in Hollywood for a long time. But who did we single out? Because we don't like the fact that she called out the people that we're trying to hold in this high standard. Damn that. Tell the truth. And that's what I'm all about.
What else is there to say?
That's the only thing. I love my people. I do. Don't get it twisted. Do not for a second get it twisted. I love black people to death, but we can't be our own worst enemy too. We can't be our own worst enemy when it comes to and again, somebody tried to call me out in the comments. So let me tell you this. When it was like, you got all this smoke for Ryan, but not for Jonathan. So Ryan is holding hostage a character that could be another black actor could be able to hold by putting a supporting character in that role. Just to say, look at we uplifting black women like we wasn't already uplifted black women with the Dora Milaje anyway. Warrior women that's protecting the king, just like when we looking at chess and the queen is protecting the king. But that wasn't good enough. So instead of giving another brother a role and keeping this role going, because black kids, white kids, all kinds of kids was looking at a king for the first time. Oh, well, we got to uplift black women like we wasn't already doing that. So the death of a brother got to uplift black women. No, I'm not standing for that. No, because it's a lack of progress. And that you're taking away a character and a role that a black man could take because you want to uplift black women, like black women ain't being uplifted in this movie anyway, is asinine. I don't give a damn if it's Ernie or who the fuck ever got a problem with it. Say my name and come say something to me. That's all I'm saying. Say my name and say something to me. We can debate this all day long. And I guarantee you gonna want to get a whole pack because I got a lot of smoke. Straight up. You better bring a pound of weed because I got nothing but smoke behind me. And that's the end of my promo. Torian just sitting there like, yes, do it. Do it, Drake. Feel your dark side.
I said earlier, it's Darth Dre in the chat or on this live.
Until Miss Roberta came in here and didn't go to bed. What up, Tina? I didn't see Tina. I didn't see Dr. Carby, Tony Robinson. What's up?
It's someone that I listened to on YouTube, and they actually said something very interesting. They said that it's two things that black people don't know how to handle well. That's sports and entertainment. From the consumption of it to how we see the business side of it. Those are the two things that we don't know how to deal with when it comes to that, because we can be so engrossed in both of them, but we don't know how to handle it from an emotional standpoint and even a financial standpoint.
I agree.
And the more and more I look at it, I completely agree. We really don't know how to deal with those two things at all. We are consumers of it, no doubt about that. But when it comes to how to handling it and like on the emotional and the financial side, that's where we fracture.
I think because we're so ingrained in entertainment, because basically a lot of us was just taught to be ingrained in entertainment and not nothing else. Just to be honest, hey, get into sports. You're tall, get into sports. How tall are you, Toria?
5'9".
5 years. So me and you the same height. They wasn't looking for us to play basketball. But if we were 6'4", what would they be saying? You need to go hoop. But I could be 6'4".
Or as Laura Ingraham told LeBron, shut up and dribble that skank.
Right. But they not telling us.
Knows, but Ms. Roberta just popped up in the chat.
Yeah, I know, Ms. Roberta, I need you. I want to cuss. let me get it out. But nobody is telling you, hey, go be a doctor if you're 6'4", or go be a lawyer. You understand? We need criminal justice reform, so we need a lot of people in that political spectrum that won't be corrupt.
If you do get in there, they'll say you being DEI. It's like you can't win.
Or your affirmative action. Before it was DEI, it was affirmative action.
And then after that, it was CRT.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying us. I told my son already my son is going to be tall. My 11-year-old is going to be tall. He's already at he's 11. He's already at my shoulder blade. You know what I'm saying? Because his granddad was tall. You know what I'm saying? RIP to Stan, he was 6'4". You know what I'm saying? So, he's going to be tall. His uncle was tall. Everybody tall. Except for his short ass. Oh, I'm average height. Mary, you are average height for an American man. But the thing I'm telling them is I knew that he don't want to play basketball. We already tried. He doesn't like football. You know what he likes? Dinosaurs. And he likes digging up stuff. So you know what I'm pushing him to? Archaeology. You know what I mean? You see what I mean? Because why would I push him to something that I know good and well just because he's tall he doesn't like? You know what I mean? My daughter, you know what I'm saying? My 14-year-old daughter, 13 about to be 14. You know what she likes? To debate politics. Guess what? There's political spectrum that you could get in. Guess what your dad was in besides football? In theater, politics. Because I worked with congressmen and stuff like that. They try to get me into political science and get me into the political sphere. I am too radical for the political sphere. That's why I never got into it. Because I'm not going to ride. I'm not going to be, I'm just so liberal on this side for the Democrats. And I'm damn sure not going to just, even though I got conservative views, I'm not going to be so gung-ho for the Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Either when I literally tell you I'm bipartisan, I literally believe in bipartisanship. So independency is where I went to. You know what I'm saying? I try to be liberal. Hell, I tried for a second to be conservative. That shit It ain't me. It's not. I'm like, I don't know about that either. You know what I'm saying? So
now because then it also becomes real cliquish and people expect you to be a certain type of way. I be seeing them types of comments all the time when I be talking about certain things. And I always tell people I'm a registered independent and have been for going on 4 years now. I have the card. It literally says independent on the card. So you cannot try to do the whole thing. And the thing is, people expect you to lean a particular way. And I said that's another reason why I don't do it, because y'all want me to try to pull me in these multiple directions to say why this side is better and why this one is this, or why one is a plantation and the other one isn't. They're both plantations, and I've done deep dives on why both of them are and how they both function the same way, and why many of them, in some cases, they both share the same ideologies. It's just that they go various.
All they do is the same bird.
They go various avenues to get to the same location.
Same bird, different feathers, different wing. That's it. Right wing, left wing, same damn bird. And once I started to realize it's the same damn bird, oh no, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm an independent, and a damn sure wouldn't be. And not anything, because I know there's some libertarians out there. But as soon as Eric July said I'm a libertarian, I'm like, oh, they ain't the party for me either. They ain't the party for me. Hey man, good luck with that, buddy. You know what I mean? But like I said, my whole thing is, with all of this, like I said, I pray for my brother Jonathan. I mean, I even shout out.
But you know what? On the other side, I'm going to cut you off. On the flip side of it, I can see why you're frustrated, because deep down, I'm sure you didn't want Jonathan to have to do this thing with Ben Shapiro like that. I think that is what frustrated you the most, is him having to work with Ben Shapiro. If it was anybody else, it probably wouldn't have been that bad. But because it's him. That's where I think that's where the frustration. Because I actually have a video about that coming this week, talking about that, and that was my thing too.
I'm gonna clip
that was
this.
my thing. That was my thing too. Like, that was my frustration, was that, you know, as a last resort, he had to go and work with him, or even if Ben Shapiro and his people was the one that reached out to him and he accepted the offer, because there was nothing else for him to receive. Because all I'm thinking about is, I know Ben, well, I don't know him, thank God, but I know of him, and I know the things that he has said, especially about black people over the years. I've done several videos about this man on my channel. I know how he gets down, and I know the stuff that he has said about us, and it just frustrates me that it has come to this, and I'm worrying about on the back end, what's in it for him. That was my main question. Ben Shapiro, what are you getting out of the deal? Because you're not doing this. You're not doing this just for the kindness of your heart. Because first of all, you'd have to have a heart in order for it to be kind, which we know you don't. You barely have a soul. But for him to do this, what would make him do this? And I don't know if you saw my other comment in the chat. Guess who else is also in this movie?
Who else? Because it didn't say it in the
Levi.
thing. Is he? Because they didn't say because they didn't say anything about it.
He got announced after Jonathan Majors, but see, the thing is, they kind of like slid him in there because no one would listen. If he just announced it was Zachary Levi, nobody would have cared. But him saying Jonathan Majors, saying Jonathan Majors, that got all the buzz. He knew exactly what he was doing. And Zachary Levi is problematic as himself. And he has those views too.
And I know. And again, I'm going to say this. Yes, because it's Ben Shapiro in the Daily Wire. You know what I'm saying? Fuck him. With that aside, I know Jonathan got to work. And and that's why I'm more disappointed to hear, that, nobody in Black Hollywood would do it, man, this and the other. I don't care. Somebody should have rescued this brother, because all it's going to do, when I tell you, and I keep saying this over and over again, this dude is a good dude. He's really a good dude. Yeah. Now, again, I only know my interaction with him. Sorry, Miss Roberta. But when it comes to races, I have no love. You know what I'm saying? Honest, I have no love for races. But I know my interaction with him. I'm not going to say what my interactions have been with him, because that's between me and that brother. But I'll just say it's been very positive. You know what I'm saying? Very positive. At the same time, I wish this was Ava. I wish this was Spike. I wish this was anybody else besides this jackass. Anybody else besides this jackass, because this man needs work, and this is going to make this dude look worse. Even though it's not all he's trying to do is work. It's going to make this man look worse.
It already has, because I was looking at what people were saying. When I first saw this, I had to blink twice to make sure that it wasn't a bot account putting out some rumor.
I
first saw it on the Discussing Film Twitter account, and we know that they are legit with their news. And I saw that, and I reposted it, and my words were, I don't know what to think of this. Like, that's literally what I said. I don't know how to what to make of this when I first saw it, because that was the last thing I was expecting to read that day.
Trust me, I just sent you how I found out. You go check your inbox real quick. That's how I found out. So I'm just saying, like I said, I'm just praying for this dude. It's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Yeah, that's it. That's how. When I got that, I knew it was real. I knew it was real, and I said, it took me a minute because I had to pray, legitimately, because I was instantly upset because I didn't want it to be him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I didn't want it to be him. I was looking so forward to, anybody else. You know what I mean? Anybody else. But when I seen that, I had to pray about it. I had to pray for him because I know, I don't know his political views or anything like that. But from what I know of Jonathan, I know he don't lean that way, which I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know that he needs a job. And then I started thinking about, so there was no other black person that could have picked this brother up, you know what I'm saying, and helped him out. And all Ben Shapiro is going to use this, like you say, he's going to use this for his own, you know what I'm saying? Look at me helping. Yeah, let me look at me. I'm helping the Negro. I'm not racist. I help Jonathan. Cause I don't need this.
And luckily, there are people out there with functioning brains that know even if he does try,
there's not.
We're gonna be. Well, I know I'm only speaking for
there's some
because we calling it now because I already feeling that's what he gonna do.
I already know. I'm just saying, Ernie. Say. I just say, Ernie. Say something with my name with Jonathan. Say it. I dare you. Say it because I've already heard him try to say something with. Oh, he defended Jonathan and Jonathan's this, but he didn't say my name. Say my name. You don't want to promote me, but say my name if you want to. I'm trying to tell you, you ain't gonna want it.
And like you were saying, we can hope that it's not gonna be the way that we think it could turn out to be. But like I said, this is Ben Shapiro at the end of the day. We've seen his track record. We know his reputation. I know that. I said, recently on Twitter, he basically was calling Candace Owens evil because she called out Erica Kirk for her behavior post her husband's death.
Exactly. So again, I'm praying for brother Jonathan. I'm praying for you, bro. That's all it is. I'm praying for you. So you know what I'm saying?
And then like I was saying in the chat, also when this came out, people started bringing up saying, and I actually saw when I looked up that video again. They was like, oh, so you want to work with a wife abuser? Oh, is this the guy that beat up his girlfriend? Those comments are flooding because first of all, like I said, they already don't like Ben Shapiro as it is. They already got their animus with him. But then, like I said, everything that was going on with Jonathan Majors, with that, the dust was pretty much settling, or people they didn't say anything because they didn't care because they were on to the next thing. But now that this has come back up, now that has given them carte blanche to start saying it all over again, and now that's going to loom over him even more. Now that dark cloud is returned.
But I mean,
and it may linger even longer this time.
But
guilt by association.
Yeah, but like I said, they're going to talk about you anyway, bro.
I was they're
going to talk about you anyway. So just make the best damn movie you possibly can, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for you. I got your back. As long as you don't say nothing, I don't think he's gonna say nothing dumb. You know what I'm saying? But he's not because he's too smart for that. You know what I mean? But I already know, man. You gotta hustle because, hey, man, I used to be the guy that took one for the team. We go in there, and there's one of the homies need to holler at holler at the girl with their friend there. I had to be the guy. So sometimes sometimes you gotta be the wingman. And if this is, hey, until you get to where you need to be, where, hey, man, just be the wingman for a while. Just work. Just work. Oh man. Everybody in the chat gonna be like, Dre was the wingman. You damn right. I was the wingman. I took a lot for the team in my day. Some I'm not very proud of. But I had to do what I had to do, son. Victoria, man, I thank you for coming on, man. You got anything else, man, before we wrap it up, before I get you off?
Like I said, I have a video talking about that in a couple of days. So I'm gonna have my take on it. You know what I have to say about it. But yeah, like I said, for me, the frustrating part was him having to
work with that dude.
with Ben Shapiro of all people, because it's like I just have the strongest feeling it's gonna be some BS that is gonna come out of this. And then in the video, Ben Shapiro is so smug. He said, "I'm helping, I'm working with canceled actors, and this is going to be a huge film." He said that about that Terror on the Prairie thing with Gina Carano, and look at what that did. So the only thing is the difference between Jonathan and Gina is Jonathan has the bigger cachet. So yeah. And he's the more recognizable name. A lot of people still didn't know who Gina Carano was unless they watched Mandalorian
or Deadpool.
Mm-hmm. Many people didn't even know that she had a UFC background until after the fact. But with Jonathan, it's different because again he's the more notable actor, but it's still working with Ben Shapiro that is going to. Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting. I guess we'll see how everything goes whenever this movie is done filming. But like I said, if this thing is going to be exclusively on Daily Wire, which it sounds like it's going to be, a lot of people are not going to see it.
Yeah.
But my thing is, just don't do what what's her name did, Nicki Minaj. Don't be going to AmFest and sitting down with Erica Kirk and all this other nonsense. Don't be doing all of that. I'm like, if that
Jonathan, don't start tasting the biscuits.
As it gets to that point, and be like, Megan, pull your husband to the side. Sprinkle some water on him or whatever.
Get Miss Roberta and put some blessed oil on him.
You get that anointing oil.
The extra virgin oil. He better not be out here tasting no biscuits. This is all I know. He out here tasting the biscuit, boy. Me and Jonathan gonna talk. For real.
I hope for the best, but I'm not expecting the best. I'm being honest, because Ben Shapiro is not a filmmaker by any. He thinks he is. He wants to be, but he's not. That is not his lane. And Hollywood has shut him down so many times. They basically told him, "We don't want you. You bad for business."
Oh well. Oh well. Let's just hope for the best, So, all right, then, bro, man. Appreciate you coming on, though.
All right, no problem. You still doing the show? I guess you can say in a few hours.
In the morning, of course. Yeah, y'all keep forgetting I work an overnight job, so I'm always up.
I can't wait for you to do that ETG video. Oh my god!
I seen 5 seconds of that. Nah, I hurried up and turned it off.
Is it nope. Hold up. Hold up. Is it the Nerdrotic one? Because I could have sworn he did another one too.
I don't know because he just did a video just 5 minutes ago. Said Pokemon need to grow up. So I'm not for sure.
Did you see? Before I get out of here, did you get the other one that I sent? I know I sent a few.
Yeah, I did. And you, beside you, J. Carter, Hunter Iggy, or whatever, I gotta plan these out. I gotta plan my.
If you want to talk about some sabotage, look at the one that I sent you about Moses the Black.
Okay.
That one you
Okay.
probably didn't hear about that one, but that's gonna piss you off.
Okay.
Think of Birth of a Nation, what they did with Nate Parker. They did the same thing with that movie, basically.
You playing Leaf Green? Chill. I gotta get Fire Red and Leaf Green. Is it still on? Whatchamacallit for $50? I mean $40 because I gotta get it. But it's available now. There we go. Thanks, Chill, because I got my Switch right here.
All right, Dre, I'm about to be out. I'll catch you live in the morning. If not, I'll catch the playback.
All right, then, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Yep. About to buy it now. Fire Red was my first introduction to Pokemon. So it's the first Pokemon game I actually played and got to the end. I beat the story, still didn't catch all the Pokemon. But yeah. He's right though. He's right. The who he's working with, I got a problem with. I do. Why he's working, I understand. I also understand if nobody else is trying to get you some work and, this is the only person that's going to, because you got your bills don't stop. And that's why I said, probably damn, when you're an actor and that's all you know is acting, you got to do what you do. Probably damn, go get you a job. And if that job so happens to be Ben Shapiro, because nobody else is hiring you, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what you got to do. And as I could be mad about it, but I'm not mad because I understand. I understand. You got to do what you got. It's just a backlash. And it's morphin' time. Yeah. So, oh yeah. This is supposed to be a question and answer period. And all I did was rant. Ranting for vengeance. Oh man. Anybody got any questions before I get out of here? Who else did I seen Tina that was up here? I didn't I just want to see if anybody got any questions or anything for me. I got some time. I got a little time. I just finished Gachia. I just finished that. And that was awesome. And if you don't know what that is, it is an anime that actually has black people in it. Gachia. Gachia is fire. It is fire. Yeah. My new guy is Jabba. Are you gonna be in Ghana? You didn't take me. I want to go. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Want to be in Ghana? Take me to Ghana. Dre, Image Comics black characters, please. Image Comics black characters. I might have to do it as a video. I'm gonna do that as a. No, don't use this. No. Why PayPal ain't popping up? I'll do that as a video of all the characters that's in Image. And I know my brother, because me and my brother talked about that too. So I know my brother will most definitely be on board with that. So yeah. black characters in Image. Yeah, because so few black characters in Image. I can't think offhand right now because hell, I'm over here buying Pokemon. Gotta catch them all, Pokemon. But yeah, I just went bought. Thanks, Showmugger. I just went bought both of them. I got you, chill. I got you, chill. But yeah, oops. Let me see. The chilliest of mongers. Actually, I just thought about that, chill. Me and you we haven't been on we haven't been on a live in a minute. You said Image and Dark Horse? Hold up. Look that up real quick. Let me see. Image Black superheroes. In Anna, Michael Dragon. Oh yeah, that's right. Savage Dragon. That's right. Eric Larson. Yeah, Michael Dragon, black dude. I forgot. Delonte Murray. Image kind of newest superhero from Youngblood. Ball. Let me see. He was modeled after Kanye West. Dandelion started as a veteran in the 1970s, part of Wild Girl Riot. Image Comics. He was created by Rob Liefeld. Let me see. Lady Sentinel, which that's most definitely Rob. Yeah, from Youngbloods. Free Agent, created by Rob Liefeld. Youngblood, Strikefowl. Fly Girl, created by Todd Johnson, Larry Stroman. First appearance, 1993. Thunderhead, half brother of Michael Dragon. There's a few. Look
the
at you.
Chilliest of mongers.
The chilliest of mongers. You know what? This is the first time we've done. You've been on the Dre Mack show. The Dre Mack and Chill Hour. So the Chill and Dre Mack Hour. I like that. We might have to make that the Chill and Dre Mack Hour. But
I'm gonna be making a couple of new streams with networking with a couple of new people for a couple of different reasons. So I wouldn't mind joining you on a consistent basis like this.
Yeah, we need to do it. The Chill and Dre Mack Hour. We tape it and put it. Yeah, we'll tape it and then we'll distribute it to the people.
But we finally put an end to the YouTube beef that we had. Remember when it was Pantheon versus Blurred AF?
And people thought it was real.
But it was exhausting trying to keep up the
trying to keep it kayfabe.
Yo,
they were trying to keep it kayfabe, but we were really literally working kayfabe, and they destroyed it. That was fun though.
I'm on Vermilion City right now, so
look, I literally just yep, they're both in my on my Switch OLED. So I literally just got, y'all see it?
Mm-hmm.
The games I'm playing on the OLED, and then I have my other Switch. I might have to put Fire Red on my other Switch because I got a Switch. I got my OLED that's on my TV here, so I can play it on the TV, and then I have my original Switch that I play when I'm at work. So I might have to put the Fire Red on the one I take to work and put Leaf Green on this one, so I can just play them. You know what I'm saying, in concurrence.
And then you can trade. You can't trade. I don't know if you can trade actually, but you can definitely put him in Pokemon Home and then advance them to the future games. So that's a plus.
Well, I got Arceus, and then I went to go look at because my brother was like, "Go get Scarlet and Violet." I still don't want to pay $120 for both of those games plus DLCs. So
Yep. Don't do it. Don't do it.
yeah,
And it's like,
Eh,
don't do it unless you're thirsty for some Pokemon. If this gets you back in the Poke mood, and you know you're gonna spend 100 hours of save on your save data, I mean, yeah,
Last
you can
one.
justify spending it, but don't.
last game that I spent 100. I spent 150 hours in Arceus. 150 hours. That's a long time for a game that's just base. That's like, if
And
you
for
don't
all
know, if you yeah, for all you guys, that Pokemon game is just a base game. There's no DLC. I mean, you have an after thing you have to do, but it's not like any other Pokemon game. And I collected every Pokemon, got every sprite, I completed the game. Now I just run around just doing nothing. So yeah.
Yeah, they take advantage of the collector habit. Any movie fan who's listening to this and rolling their eyes, well, these boys in their games, think about how a movie ticket might cost you $16 in IMAX or something, and you get 2 hours of entertainment. If I'm saving my game and it says you've been playing for 100 hours, then that would mean how much? Like a game costs like $80. How much money does that really mean? That means like each hour of gameplay costs me 90 cents or something small like that.
True.
Yeah, like it's very worth it when you think of it that way. If I think about reading a comic book, which I did, I got the Mr. Terrific Year 1. I pulled it, by the way, so it was pre-ordered, which means my sale counted. So when I bought this thing, and it says at the back, it says $17.99 USA. So if I spend $18 on this, and I'll probably finish reading it. I already did read it. I'll finish reading it real quick. I'll finish reading it in an hour. I just paid $18 for an hour of entertainment. You see how like it doesn't add up? Video games are so cost efficient. So.
Well, you do have with a comic book, which I just found a local comic book shop that's about 10 miles from me east. That because everywhere else stopped selling comic books, but I found one that's not too far from my house. It's on the highway, but I got to travel a little bit to get to it. It's where I'm going to, set up shop again. So I'm not going through my comic shop or anything like that. Vintage Stock stopped selling comics, but this place didn't. You know what I'm saying? It was like, oh, we got new comics. You can pull, do this and the other. Well, I'm going there Monday when they open up after 12. You know what I'm saying? Tell them who I am. And I need, because I have to order. Everybody's talking about, Rob is talking about the Dakota event or whatever, which I was proud of him. I said, man, look at Rob. Look at him go. So he's talking about.
It was a relevant comic book, so I know it's something where Static got older. So I understand why this would make. Sorry, I'm lagging. Just
from no, I was like, I had to get that from eBay because I couldn't get it anywhere else, so I had to get it from eBay. So I don't know. It's from a comic shop, but it's a comic shop from eBay or whatever. You know what I mean? So they're a comic book store, but it just came out of there. So I should be getting that here. I think it might come tomorrow. Actually, you know what I'm saying? So I want to read it. You know what I'm saying? I want to read it. I ordered it when everybody else did. I just am now getting it. You know what I mean? But I want to read it. I want to see what's up. You know what I mean? And I for what I hear, it's awesome. What I hear is a good ass story. You tell me from your perspective.
Amazing comic book, very relevant. It pays honor to who the characters are, and it makes you think, well, if Lex Luthor is president, and that was a comic that came like in year 2000, Lex Luthor became president. So that must mean that when they jump to the present time, then that means that Static grew older 4 years. So he's not a teenager anymore. He's 21. Like, we still don't know exactly what age he is. But when they do the jump forward, sorry, spoiler alert, but when they jump forward into present day DC, Static's like, okay, fine, I'm going to be a superhero again now. And Luthor hasn't been president for like 20 plus years in comic book wise, plus New 52, plus Rebirth, plus reboot, a whole bunch of complication. It just it explains to me why he's older, and I love how sophisticated they were when they did it, and they never broke continuity.
So yeah, I gotta read it. My comic book is still in Indianapolis because they just shipped it yesterday. Yay, everybody.
Look, so long
Why?
as you did the order, it was counted. You played a part. I actually was when I went to my shop. I said, "Do you guys know there's a 100K challenge?" And the clerk I was speaking with said yes. And Joe Illidge should have done it before the final order cutoff, so that we would have known to order more. And I asked, "Did you order based off of last year's Black History Month?" He said, "No, I ordered based off of last month when Mark Waid had the New History of DC Universe. We ordered just about as much as we did with the most recent issue of New History of DC Universe, which is better than if they would have ordered the same numbers as the Black History Month."
That's awesome. But they still, I mean, right now it's the number one comic book. You know what I'm saying? The top comic book right now.
Digitally.
As far as digital, is digitally, it's not physical sales.
I saw that on. Well, maybe you saw something different, but I saw on Comixology where you can purchase it digitally. It was a number one on the bestsellers.
It was number one. Okay. It was somebody that was like, it was somebody on X that it hit 130,000 pulls or whatever. I don't know, because
you can't make that up. You got to provide where you got that, because even Joe Illidge doesn't know. Let me tell you why he don't know. He was talking to the Black Comic Lords on Friday, and my question was, how many? Yeah, and I said, how many in the second printing need to be printed so that we reach 100,000? He's like, no, I don't know. I don't have access to those numbers. Joe Illidge, the guy who did the 100K challenge, doesn't even know. So whoever's tweeting, we actually are at 100,000 pulls. No.
Yeah, I was like, I just seen it on X, and you know, like anything on X, I'm like, oh, okay, all right. If you say so. I don't know your source. Your source is some guy, and I made it up, but. You know, I was like, oh, okay, it's number one. You know what I mean? But I do like the fact that people are coming so strong for Milestone and for those characters, how important those characters are. I love that. I love that. And you know, not to rehash this, but this is just a portion is I think that's why people were like, hey, don't make the political thing, you know, Black people political. We're talking about how important these Black characters are. And how we need those Black characters, you know what I mean? And if these Black characters are successful, we get more of these Black characters. We get them on certain things. Now they're not just in comic book print. We're getting them on T-shirts. We're getting a TV show. We're getting a movie, so on and so forth. So yeah, that's awesome. And I did see Comic Lords was on Friday. Of course, I was at work selling my soul, so I didn't get to. I didn't get to watch. That's why I'm up right now, because normally I'll be at work right now. You know, juke jointing for the man to get some money.
with the Black Comic Lords and what they do, and some of you guys are aware of who they are, but they are the ESPN.
Shout out to them.
So what comics are, but for sports, they are exactly the hub. They're the guys who have a large presence on Facebook, and they managed to take all those Facebook likes from 10 years ago where you weren't really thinking, oh, it's Facebook, the Black Comic Lords, and now they've got a YouTube presence. They're doing consequential interviews, very important people, including Herschel, right, Dre?
Yeah, of course. Me and Herschel cool.
All right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and Herschel cool. And if you say anybody else's name, it'll be different. I'm going to have to cut my Bray Wyatt promo next time. Be out in the woods with a rocket chair.
Give me your counsel, and I know we're public right now, but as much as I disagree with Ernie on Recast T'Challa and everything, I was telling Marcus, but still, his channel's pretty good of a place.
Oh, I was watching. I was watching. For Milestone.
And so, do you think like, no, F that, chill? You actually have to go harder at this guy, because I thought about it, and I'm like.
Chill, you're an individual. You have the right to do whatever you choose to do. I'm not mad because I understand logically, I understand your side. He's still good for this particular space, even though I don't think so. And I think he's doing it just to say, look at me. I'm the guy. I'm the Black guy that knows Black comics. But then you got Black Comics Lord over here been doing it for years. Then what? I could say something. We could say that same sentiment about other people we know that you know, there's been some situations and stuff like that. They're very good for the space too, and shout out to them. You know what I mean? But I don't have to fool with them. I don't have to say you can do whatever you want to because you are your own individual person. You do what you feel is best. I feel the same way about Rob might not do, certain things or whatever that maybe I would like for him to do, but he's still good for the comic space. And if you feel the same way about Ernie, who am I to tell you, chill, you're wrong. This is death row. And if you don't rock with us, we're going to hang you upside down from whatever. You know what I mean? I might not do it. You know what I'm saying? But, I'm not mad at you for you doing it.
But what happens one day when I have my own little, you know what? I'm making a video on so-and-so. Like, what happens when I do that? Then they'll be like, yo, chill, you're being a hypocrite. Because didn't you just say, pipe it down?
No, I won't say anything. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit in the back with my cloak. Everybody wants me to be Darth. Everybody wants me to be on the dark side. Come on, chill. Come on over here. Come. I need you. We all put on our hoods.
Okay, the first guy, Culture Made channel. You get hot and spicy in these chats. You're gonna be the test subject of my first video. I'm kidding.
What?
We all know who the first video would be on. It would be on the child compromiser, if I can put it that way. That's like the only guy I feel very passionate about. Like, really, you? Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know. And even in my video, Tyrone Magnus was part of Recast T'Challa. And Tyrone Magnus is the biggest anti-woke grifter on the face of the planet. But he was Recast T'Challa, and I had to put him in the video. And the only reason why they put y'all stuff in the video, because I wanted to aid, number one, get the originator. Number two, get the brother, because the brother said it. So you can't say the originator and the brother, they're crazy. They're unserious people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can say it all day long, but his brother and the original and the creator of this, how can you say that? You know what I mean? So, but like I said, I wouldn't be mad. I'm not mad at you for thinking, because I do understand from a logical standpoint, just like I did with Rob. I said, from a logical standpoint, I understand why he said, if he would have just said, I don't like Milestone, it just didn't resonate with me, and that would have been the end of it. No, he just doesn't like Milestone. I get it, but hey, he don't like it. Hell, do you know what I mean? Once you start saying, I don't want to be a voice for black politics, like, wait a minute, what? I don't want you to be Rob. Be Rob. Don't be the voice. Or saying, well, it becomes a political video. What? And then you turned around. Not only did you do a static video 9 years ago, and because people in your chat was like, do a video on static. We need to know about static. You did the video. Now you don't what that's the only problem. Other than that, I don't care who you follow. I don't care if you that's your business. I don't care.
Same way. Who you follow, what you watch. Maybe you want to be up on the latest dog whistle terms. And you're like, I'm not mad at access to information. It depends what your positions are, which he very clearly said in the video. If I was in a convention, they wanted to hang out, I'd say no. I don't really think I respect them. And I'm like, okay, good to know.
Yeah. And that was the end of it. I didn't like the narrative that was pushed on him. And even though I am a reaction channel, because I do reactions here. Majority of my content is now reactions. So when I did my reaction, I was having fun. I'm like, go ahead, buddy, get him. You know what I'm saying? Because I thought it was quite hilarious from who it's coming from. Until I knew now what I know, all it was a push. And I get it. You want to be the guy. I get it. I want to be the guy too. I don't want to be a guy that bad.
That's what they finger pointed on you. I was watching Blurred Cave yesterday, and he mentioned Marcus and Josh. He didn't say the names, of course. I know he didn't say the name. I know.
Say my name. Say my name.
But he's like, no, look, you probably saw I got a bump for doing Comics Explained. Now others are getting a bump for mentioning me, and that's always going to be the truth. Like that's always going to be it'll always be there. You can always accuse somebody of doing that, of trying to fight up to garner that viewership, and unfortunately, I don't think you guys were ever thinking that way because I know how long you've been talking recast. I know you're passionate about it. I know you're not making this up. So you guys are only being yourselves.
Exactly. You know, because I thought, and I know this was funny when I was going back and trying to get as many videos on Recast T'Challa. I pulled up my original video, April 2021. You were in the comments section. I thought you were, because I didn't know your personality, and I thought you were trolling me. Now I know who you are, and I know your personality for all these years. But in the comment section, I was like, "Is this dude playing with me, or he's being for real?" You know what I'm saying? I forgot what I said or whatever.
What did I say?
But hold up,
because I know me. I know whatever it is. I'm probably gonna laugh when you finally read what it was.
Yeah, it was something that you said. But
in April.
I've been this is literally April 2021. So when I looked at it, I thought it was funny because I was looking at when did I because I reached out to E-Man when Chadwick passed, because he was on a live crying. I'm like, dude, I'm thinking a family member died. He was like, nah, Chadwick Boseman. I was like, oh wow. You know what I'm saying? Like I could tell he was emotional. I was like, hey man, I'm praying for you, whatever. I don't know the brother. I know he interviewed him while he was here in Kansas City when they was promoting 42, because we had the Negro League Baseball Museum, and Chadwick Boseman was here promoting that. So I was like, okay. And then after everything was done, you know, he mentioned on a live, hey, I'm gonna start this Recast T'Challa movement. I inboxed him. We chopped it up. I said, hey man, what do you want me to do? I said, just tell me, what do you want me to do? He said, hey, just do what you think is best, but this is what I'm trying to do. And from then on, when we had our conversation and I understood what he was coming from, because I was doing other stuff on my channel. I was not doing comic book stuff. I was doing reaction channels to other crap or reactions to other crap. I was like, okay, let me make a video about Recast T'Challa. And ever since then, I was on, okay, here it is. Here it is. I can share my screen real quick.
Yeah, I'm a good Canadian culture made.
He said, you got the right idea. We're not considering how the studio thinks. It is a stretch to think that they think recasting is playing into the all black people look the same stereotype. And you put a question mark, and I think I read this wrong, because I said it's not the all so-and-so look alike. It's the presence of the character. It's 50 years of history that hasn't been told. If you could do that with Batman, Spider-Man, etc., you could do that with T'Challa. So I think I might have read it wrong or whatever. But now that I know your personality, I know that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, plus I also know leaving a comment boosts the video and allows it to be shared to other people's feeds. So if I'm writing a comment, it's because I support you.
You're right, absolutely. And that is the first time, ladies and gentlemen, that I met the mugger named Chill.
Yes, and the next time we interacted was after the movie came out, so this November. We did All I Want to Say Is That They Don't Really Care About Us, and you sent in your minute clip.
Because I think
and you edited it.
Yeah, and I think I just started to do like more of the comic book side, because I tell people, I was like, it was the Eric July versus Black Sands video. But before that, I was on TikTok real heavy. And I was like, I'm not doing enough like comic book movies and toys and stuff like the collection that I have. I don't talk enough about that. And that makes me happy. So I'm thinking about doing that. And then the Black Sands versus Eric July situation happened. It was happening on Instagram. And I was like, there it is. And ever since then, that's what I've been doing, you know, because I took like a 6-month hiatus on doing videos and stuff like that after that. So,
yeah, and I remember siding with Eric July because he said, we need not be adversary. He sounded like Darth Vader, but he was like, you guys can do you and I can grow here. Like, why we got to be against each other? Why can't we work together? And it sounded like he was going to like put.
Yo, I was about to say, he was right, but wrong. Because he did that so he didn't have any heat, because he was still making Isom, and at the same time talking about some Peter Darker and what the industry is doing, and you know, and everything is woke and we don't need politics in our stuff. And I'm like, what? I've been reading when I finally got into X-Men, it was Claremont's reading. It's some of the harshest reading because it's real life. from that time period when you start talking about the registration rights. You start talking about how Professor X was being a dick to the New Mutants or whatever because how harsh life was outside. You know what I mean? Why he's teaching this new group and the X-Men Gold Team and Blue Team and the things that they had to go through. And it's just it was rough. It was rough. So I understood what Eric was talking about is the way that he was trying to make himself being a victim. And then I started getting into his politics because I was like, who is this guy? I never heard of him before. Now to the politics, I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to go here. I'm gonna let him do him, but I'm going here. I don't support that. So, and even with this Jonathan Majors project with Ben Shapiro being the helm of it, I'm in a pickle. Not even gonna lie, this is a pickle. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point I want to. Jonathan's my guy. I want to support him. I gave him my love and my blessings for this. At the same time, that's Ben Shapiro. That's Daily Wire. They literally just got a video called "Am I a Racist?" No, if you have to make the video, then buddy, you know what I mean? So
I'll add something to that. David Ellison or Larry Ellison, whichever Ellison it is.
Yeah, both of them.
With them in charge of Paramount. I'm really interested in watching Children of Blood and Bone, all black cast.
Oh yeah.
Guess who's in charge? Guess who gets money? Guess who's the lead? And I'm saying to myself, even before this Majors Ben Shapiro thing, I said to myself that the good outweighs the bad. I know I'm giving money to an evil person who does nasty things with the
black people. Yeah.
And I know that there's an association with that place that is east of Egypt that is causing a ruckus. So I know that's and then we got Ben Shapiro, who same thing. So then why am I more angry? I have to ask myself this. Why am I more angry with Jonathan Majors' Ben Shapiro connection? And I'm looking at that side of it. Yeah. Then I am with some of the other things Paramount is gonna do, who own BET. I'm not gonna say don't watch BET if they have a good show or something. Like how do I measure this? And I'm sitting with myself and asking that.
I mean, even the Boondocks said don't watch BET. BET's black for black people.
You're right, but Disney's the same way.
Disney's
Warner
the same
Brothers,
way.
All of these studio heads who've got their association with that states over there. I'm like, I haven't been giving my money, but I'll make the exception for a black movie. For example, if Blade came out, I'd be giving Disney my money for Blade, even though I'm against their association with that land. So why can't I do the same with this Jonathan Majors movie? And I think it's because Daily Wire is so consciously, overtly focused on causing the oppression, causing the negative, nasty stuff I don't like. And I think that's where I'm sitting. I'm still not for this Jonathan Majors position. I'd really like to hear him answer this in an interview. But and back to this. He is a man with child support, with bills to pay. They rack up.
Yeah.
Where the F have these other studios been? He's getting movies like Merciless being canceled. You don't know what's happening. Do you know the Jade Cargill, Charlemagne True Threat? Is that the movie? Did that happen?
Mm-hmm. Nobody knows. But last time I talked to Jonathan, he was preparing for that movie. True Threat. I even said I'll be a stunt double, and he said get off my phone. I haven't heard anything since then.
So again, with knowing that's his occupation, his job, and that's how you pay for things. Like, how am I going to be mad at a guy for doing this after 2 years without working, 2 years of no one giving him this job, even though he's talented? Like, what am I supposed to do? Oh no, Jonathan, you gotta wait another year in your timeout box before I can say you're allowed to do the Daily Wire movie. Like, I have to check myself for that also. It's a very interesting position I've been in.
Yeah. I mean, the way that I looked at it is that's my guy. I'm going to support my guy, even though I know these people ain't crap. I'm still going to support my guy, because I've been supporting him through everything. You know what I mean? So I'm going to support my guy. I just don't like who it is because I wanted Black Hollywood to step up. And again, that's why I said, and this ties back to the controversy that I just and me and Marcus is in it. That you can't be so blackety black on one end and don't be blackety black on another one. On another that stops that's stopping the progression of a black man getting paid, or a black man taking on a role, or a black man leaving on a legacy. As much as I don't like Ben Shapiro, he's at least employing a guy a guy that I highly respect, get money in his pocket. I want that same thing to come from Black Hollywood too. And since I didn't get it, I'm more upset. Really, I'm more upset, honestly. And this is the guys is people in Black Hollywood than I am in Ben Shapiro, because he's an opportunist. Hey, Zachary Levi, come on down to Showcase Showdown. Jonathan Majors, I don't like you too. I'm an opportunist. And if I got a little money, come on here. I'll pay you. They don't want to pay you. We'll pay you. Oh, Black Hollywood, we'll do it. You know what I'm saying? I know the end game. I know the end game. But hey,
I'm waiting for the photo where he's grabbing him like this.
Oh my! Well, Ben Shapiro's short, and Jonathan is a good, solid 6'1". Even
he's gonna wait for him to sit down.
Yeah, even with the shoes he had on, I was like, "Damn, dude!" And he's built like an action figure. So I don't think Ben Shapiro gonna get that. He ain't gonna get that close. But you know what I mean. So I know what it is. I hate it, but like I said, I'm praying for him. I sent him a message. I won't repeat what I said, but I'm praying for him. I love the brother, and if you got to turn shit into sugar, well, damn it, make it the best sugar you ever had to turn. You know what I mean? And make the best of it. They're gonna talk about you anyway. If he was in Tyler Perry, look how far he fell. You know what I'm saying? Especially black, and I gotta call out black people online. They talk crazy. The man was dancing and they was talking crazy. Just dancing, having a good time. Look at him dancing like he in the juke joint in the 1920s. Like, dude, he can't have fun. Look at what he went through. Nope. So then you gonna talk about you anyway? Do what you got to do, because child support don't stop, or none of that stops. So that's the only thing I have on that. Other than that, once I get my copy of whenever it comes from Indianapolis, we need to get together so we can talk about the comic. That picture of Icon is dope.
We got to talk about Stranger Comics also. I was chatting with Sebastian Jones, and thankfully he will do the Pantheon when he's not at Emerald City Comic Con in Washington State. So that will be next Thursday, not the upcoming one. And I'll like make sure he promotes his book and stuff, and I'll put it on my pull list. The FLC is not for another few weeks, so we're fine. If you guys want to put his Stranger Comics catalog of comic books in your pull list, it can come to your store. But we're gonna push that, and then maybe we'll do for sure, I will be doing a club of comic reviewers. I'll reach out to other people. I'll reach out to you if you're available, but definitely pick up the Untamed for
Saturday, Sunday, Mondays.
Those are your days you stream?
The days I'm available. Because y'all be at night, and Tuesday through Thursday I'll be at work giving my soul to Henry Ford.
Okay.
And you know how Henry Ford felt about folks. You don't know. Oh boy.
I'll get you on. You could be a contributor of this club of guys who focus on black comic books coming to the shop, whether they're independent or whether they're DC Marvel. But we got to do something and then bring awareness of what a final order cutoff is and encourage that.
I'll talk to the guy at this comic shop that I just found. It's in, like I said, it's the next town over. It's not that far. It's Lee Summit, Missouri. I live in Kansas City, so it's like down the street on the highway. And it's the next town over. It's the rich part of town. I will go see what he's talking about. I will go talk to him. Hey, I got a YouTube channel. What kind of pulls do you have, and can you get independent pulls?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Can you order me? Yeah, can you order me this?
Because Lunar is distributing DC comic books, so Lunar's going to be distributing freaking all the independents also. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, then we cool. Just when I was going through when I was going through my, not my comic shop.com, when I was going through which their pull list, I don't understand their website to get a pull list to get my comics, because I used to get my comics every Wednesday or whatever from Vintage Stock. When Vintage Stock pulled out DC, I knew it was a problem. It was like, oh, DC's not selling, so we're not doing any more DC. Then they pulled out Marvel. Now I was like, what the hell? There was like, they put out Marvel, IDW, Boom, and the who does the Harriet Tubman Demon Slayer?
I would have said Boom Studios. I don't know.
Is it Boom? I forgot. But they pull all of them, and now they just have, you know, if you trade comics or whatever, but they just have old comics. They buy old comics and resell them. You know what I mean? But as far as like
so this new shop you go to, you probably are not going to be a Wednesday warrior. You might skip a week here and there.
Well, I was every other Wednesday picking up my pool. So anytime like my Marvel pool, I'm not really big on DC. I'll tell anybody that. I'm Batman. You know what I'm saying? Anything Joker or Batman related, yeah, but not really a big fan of Superman stories or whatever. So I like the psychological stories of Batman, but I'm a big Marvel guy. So of course I got all my Marvel stuff. But yeah, I was always paying $70, $80. Yeah, I paid $70, $80, almost close to $100.
Right,
that's nice.
Black
That is
Panther,
nice.
Intergalactic.
That is nice. So yeah, I'll spend 80. It was like $70 to $80 every 2 weeks on comics. You know what I mean? So
I'll buy definitely 2 comics a week. So what would that be? $8 a month. I mean, eight comics a month, I should say.
Yeah, 8 comics a month. So about, let me see, comics are $4. Some comics are, it depends on, some comics are $5, $6.
Yeah.
So it depends. So yeah, so at
40,
least 50,
40-ish.
yeah, 40, $50. That's still good. I mean, because like when Storm's issues start coming out, the guy that was at the at Vintage Stock was like, hey, Storm's coming out. I was like, word? You want it? You damn right I want it. You want to put it in the list? Duh. Yeah, put it in the list. Oh, we got this new Black Panther. We got this new Venom. That's how my guy at Vintage Stock was. That's why I was mad when they took the comics. Because they were ordering the Black Panther poster that me and you both got. You know what I mean? That big gigantic poster. Only got it because he pulled it. He ordered that weeks in advance for me personally. Because it was like, hey, this is coming out. This is that. Do you want it? You damn right. I want all of it. Give it all to me. Anything Deadpool, give it all to me.
I say this 7 out of 10 times when that happens, it's something that I actually want, and they did look out for me. That 3 out of 10 times when it's something I don't want, I'll still buy it because I don't ever want to like lose that relationship of them like taking care of me.
Yeah, so I that's why I said I'm gonna go talk to the guy tomorrow. See if we could build a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I was going to Vintage Stock and this guy was hooking me up with this comic. I've been behind. I've been had to get it on this. I literally just got Blood Hunt because somebody sold, and I got Blood Hunt in the other one, but I got Blood Hunt for $30, all 5 issues for $30 on eBay because somebody didn't want it. And I could have, I would have went to the comic store to go buy that because I want, I got to finish the story, but I want to read the story. So that's how I was doing my TMNT. I was getting my TMNT comics. That's how I got the last run of the whole edition of the last run of the Lost Years. I'm a big TMNT guy, so I was getting all my TMNT. Transformers, when they still had Transformers from IDW, I was getting my Transformers comics. So yeah, I got it reestablish that relationship so I could spend my $80 to $100 every 2 weeks like a happy boy with all my bag full of. I'm walking up the thing like a little kid. I'm like, oh snap! What I got this? Oh, I got the second print of this and the. So yeah, I gotta get my love back. Gotta get my love back.
Yeah, I'm getting my love back too. I think I'm gonna have a little bit more comic books to read in the near future, and now look out for that. Look out for more Chillmonger, the comic book reviewer, because that's my roots, man. That's my roots.
I did I mentioned you in the one video that I did. Was like, I already know who reviews comics, Chillmonger, Black Comic Lords, and then I kind of cut after that because I was thinking of somebody who wasn't like super like 10,000 or more. No, you got 8, don't you? You're not at 10 yet, are you?
No, I haven't had
Oh.
much movement since when the Majors case happened. I have not
Oh.
increased maybe 100
Oh.
more subscribers. I lose some,
Oh.
I gain some. Yeah,
Let me. Oh
I'm
yeah,
still at
just
6K.
so let me just say this: that my video, the video that I did with Ernie and all of this, that's not what
Yeah.
brought me. That didn't bring me my new subscribers.
Good.
Oh, excuse me. What brought me my new subscribers was this little post that I did on Eldest Hodge being the perfect Black Panther on my short. And that brought me the majority of my new subscribers. And when I said 200 new subscribers, the majority came from from the Black Panther. not you, Ernie. Not you, Ernie, not Rob. The Black Panther.
Yeah.
YouTube Shorts.
YouTube Shorts, they're hell of an effective tool. I might have to do one of those shorts for this is how you pre-order a comic book, and this is why, like one of those kind of information things. Hey,
Hey,
Jay.
you should. You should. And the reason why is because there's not a lot of people that know how to do those pre-orders or have that relationship with the comic shop. You know what I mean? You don't know who's coming in their comic shop, and I know the one that I had, they had a pull list, they had your name or whatever. This is what we need to pull. So every Wednesday, or they said they ordered them a month in advance or whatever, and they know what to get. So they get those in the order form, and then the next month you'll pull them or whatever. They don't know how to do that. So that'd be awesome for you to be able to do that.
I'll do something. Maybe I might need to go to a shop and bring my phone with me and just record it and show this is
If
how
they
you get
allow
it. This is
you
the
to.
pull list. That's the shelf. Your pull list is over here, and you open the drawer, and there's your comic books.
Right. Exactly.
Elmo.
So that'd be a good thing to do because people don't know they don't know. And if you don't know how to do something,
Knowing is half the battle. Did you see someone wrote the DC so white hashtag? Did you see that?
I know who it was made by. I know the person who did the video. I had somebody who was like, "Hey, can you do a reaction video to that?" And this is a person who's already been on my channel too. And
Captain Diesel.
yeah, and he did a video that I want to do a reaction video to that Blade did not save Marvel. It's a myth. So I had to go and do some research. I went in my research bag, and that Stan Lee was just pumping up the company. You know what I'm saying? And I think he was talking about the comic side and not Marvel as a whole entity. Like Marvel wasn't just Marvel Comics; it was Marvel Entertainment. We know it now as Marvel Studios, but it was Marvel Entertainment, and Marvel Entertainment was the one who was ciphering all these monies for these particular things and stuff like that, and it was hurting because the comic book business wasn't as strong as it was in the late 90s. Anybody who knows anything about comic history, when they had the boom of the 90s, so by the late 90s, it wasn't as great, but you know what I'm saying? And Marvel was ciphering a lot of assets. So, trying to get other things. So when Blade came along, it put Marvel's name back in good grace. Like if Jonathan Majors did a great movie and didn't have any political undertones, it was just a great movie. Nobody's care about the Jabari tribe or Stephanie McMahon Helmsley or any of the names we had back then. Nobody cares. You know what I mean? And that's basically what happened. And, I looked at enough research to prove that. So I kind of want to make a video. And I don't know.
I just don't want to have any more issues with the Captain Diesel guy because kind of like the same thing I'll say about Ernie overall.
Oh, they are. That's the homie.
So if I were to do a video talking about his DC So White vid, it would seem like
if you're telling because this is why I started doing reaction videos. is because I have no skin in the game. This is the same thing I was doing on TMZ. I didn't know Tom Brady and Giselle when I did the interview with them. I mean, we did the interview with TMZ about that story, or Lupita Nyong'o and her husband, or Jonathan. Well, I knew them. So, or the Jonathan Major, or any of this. But so I'm giving my opinion. And if this is my opinion on that, and here's the facts, as long as you bring in facts to it, not emotions, here's the facts to it. How are you gonna get mad? You seen the video that me and him did about recast T'Challa. And it wasn't any. I don't know if you've seen that, but it wasn't any my emotions. But
no,
I stuck to the facts. This fact here, that fact there. You want to bring it about, oh, people don't like it because is because they don't want to see Shuri. And Shuri was Black Panther for 5 years. Yeah, through one of the worst runs in comic history. You know what I'm saying? Through He Who Not Shall Still Not Be Named run, where we didn't mention T'Challa get beat the hell up by Captain America in that run.
The Shuri thing is so annoying to me, and for him to go back to it all the time is sort of, it's like that's all you guys have. I'm mad at the T'Challa. I'm mad at the actual replacement of T'Challa. Shuri was one movie. Trust me, if you think that you love Shuri so much, they're gonna get rid of her too, buddy.
And he said that too. He said before they sideline her, but I'm like, she's a supporting character. And I also feel like some people don't think I know anything about comics, or I don't have these comics on this gigantic ass shelf right here that I pulled, not the omnibus, and I ain't got nothing against omnibus, but I got the actual, here's issue 1, pow, here's issue 2, because I invested in those comics to read those comics. So when you go back and say, oh, well, Shuri was Black Panther, yeah, she wasn't even blessed by Boss. Dr. Doom had more cachet with Boss than Shuri did, because Shuri's ambition. She was made to be the young person who just wasn't ready in Reginald Hutton's storyline. She wasn't meant to replace T'Challa. She wasn't meant to be the new Black Panther. She wasn't meant for that, and you know that. So to be able to continue to use that narrative is sad. You know what I'm saying? It's sad because that's not the case. And if you're talking about Ridley's run was dog shit. Nobody liked Ridley's run. You know what I'm saying? And Ridley's run had T'Challa exiled. It wasn't until Jonathan Hickman that made him a king again in the Avengers comics. So
look,
what are you?
The bottom line is that this guy who I disagree with his angles, disagree with DC So White, parts of DC So White. There's a lot I agree with. There's a lot of awareness actually that's good with it, but there's like little parts of the ending of the DC So White campaign where I'm like, you're ignoring sales. Don't do that. But this guy overall, he's probably going to be a guy who collects and buys Black comic books. I gotta give love to that and not try to stir anything up with him.
But it's not. But if you're just sticking to factual information, not being I'm kind of I noticed, and you've said this before, I'm kind of a dick. I could be a little cynical because I be trying to be too funny. I try to bring a little entertainment. You know what I mean? I'm me. I'm just me. I'm an entertaining guy. Corny. You know, Taste the Biscuits is corny as hell. I just think it's funny because it makes me laugh. You know what I mean? And
you'll say something like, "Oh, I gotta pay the bills," as if it really is paying the bills.
I do. It does pay the bills. You know, the biscuit. Soon as all this buttery biscuit activity comes, it helps me pay the bills. Okay. Yeah, so it's not like that. I'm not opening up a fresh can of Bisquick. They're opening it up for me, and I just butter them. I just put the honey sauce on there and put them in the oven and bake the hell out of them. That's all. Yeah, just serve them. Here's the biscuit, buddy. Go ahead, taste it.
400 Fahrenheit, 350.
420. No, 425. So you got to use black. You got to use Black American. Because that's where we put it at 425 to heat it up. Then we turn it down.
Yeah, because you open it up, it's gonna release some of the heat. You just got to be time efficient. Mm-hmm.
He said, nah, the taste of biscuit should be studied. It's a great metaphor that no one put together but you. Exactly. When they come with that buttery biscuit activity, when they come, because it stops me from saying other words like nocturnal animal, you know what I'm saying, or a boo that might jig, or any of those other racial things. I just say these people, and white people are included, they're out here tasting the biscuits of white supremacy. That's it.
Yep. Can't say
The
the
honey-
rodent word.
Yeah, the honey sauce is just that extra layer of oh man, look at that goodness. You spread the butter on it, you got the honey. Oh, they can't wait to eat it. Don't get to
Someone said pull black, buy white
pull
off
black,
the
white.
shelf.
Pull black, buy white off the shelves. I personally pull I pull everything that I want, but I go, even if and this is gonna be funny, is even if some of the comics I don't like, especially like I'm right. Luke Cage is cool, but the newer Luke Cage comics it's cool. I still pull them. And buy them. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's not maybe the greatest story or whatever, I'm still pulling it and rocking with it. You know what I mean? Just because I want that pull from that black comic. You know what I mean? If any other black character that maybe I'm not into there, I just get it just to get it. And I get it just so I can read it, see what they're talking about, see how good the story is, see if I can really get into it, and go from there. You know what I mean? I pull black just because I want to pull black. You know what I'm saying? And then
I started pulling this one, the Justice League Unlimited. And you're thinking, what? Justice League is written by Mark Waid. Why would Chill have to pull this? Not only is Mr. Terrific an increasingly significant character in this comic book, but the editor of the comic book, if you guys
it's a black guy that you post on your
my boy Marquise Draper is down here. And Marquise Draper, he's probably doing 10 books right now, and I'm not going to buy all of them. But I will this.
Have you reached out to him?
He won't do it. No, so the answer is no, I didn't reach out to him, but he knows he can't say the wrong thing, because if he offers a quote, he'll be misquoted. If he does anything to risk his positioning or be seen as the black guy, no, let him just be the editor at DC. And as he climbs the ranks, as he builds more of the
cachet,
when he does the cachet building, and he's able to just like launch his own little things, and he's not an associate editor anymore, he's senior editor. When he gets there, that's the promised land. Marvel doesn't have one of those.
All right, quick question, because my headphones is getting ready to die here soon. I've been on here for 3 hours. I think I was gonna be on for 3 hours, but here we are. Quick question: Did they ever finish? Because I haven't heard anybody talk about Black Panther, Christopher Priest's run. What issue? Because I've been other stuff that's been going on, like life, and I had to do real life stuff and pay those bills before I could go pull $100 worth of comics. You know, especially during December. But the month of December for me was hard. But have we finished that story? Or because he was saying, everybody, you got to finish the story, you'll understand. I haven't heard anybody talk about it, so. And I didn't get to finish that story, but I didn't even know if it was finished or not. Nobody cared.
I didn't want it. I did not want to read that book. I don't know anything about it. Katama was the white kid's name. Who cares what they do with it? Yeah. It's an Elseworld story anyway. It's not consequential.
All right. Number 2. What do you guys got coming up on Pantheon?
So we'll talk to the Stranger Comics producer or owner, and we'll try to get to the bottom of the Viola Davis relationship and see what that is. We'll do NAACP image results and probably play Viola Davis saying, "Oh, Michael B won," or Sam Jackson when he was really happy. Sinners won. We'll cover the image awards, and then whatever happens during the week.
Okay. And number 3, and number 3, and this is very important. Are you tasting the biscuit, sir? We got to know now. This is one of those hard questions.
It was once look. It was one time. She was nice.
Not those biscuits, sir.
I question myself a lot. Now, I'm answering your question for real. Do I taste the biscuits? Do I do the bidding of white supremacy? Do I use terms that are ignorant? I'm always questioning myself.
Do you use woke in the incorrect way, sir?
Nah, when I say woke, I mean it the right way. Like when me and Darius do the afternoon woke up, we actually say the word woke every now and again, and then we talk about it normally. Like I don't even want to recognize how they are trying to co-opt the word.
Yeah.
I use it the right way.
Because we don't want no butter. I don't have to do a video of Chill. Y'all wouldn't want me to see a video of Chill because he woke up one day was like, everything is woke. And I hate it.
Yeah, that's basically, yeah, you can see, if you don't offer a quote, you can't be misquoted. But once you start speaking, then you take the words you say, twist it around.
You know somebody going to send me a video. Uh-oh, Chill over here tasting the biscuits.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Oh, man. As always, brother, we need to talk more coming up soon. I know I've been working a lot because I'm trying to pull myself out of December, because December was really hard for work and all of that, layoffs going on, stuff catching on fire. So I've been catching up as far as like that, but we really need to hook up and do something here soon, man. We need to hook up soon.
Hey, yo.
Did you come to see WCW? Or did you come to see the NW? Oh,
give me yours. I got a question for you. Trick Williams, Obafemi, or Javon Evans? Who would you like to be champion first?
Javon Evans.
Because you want to break the Randy Orton record? Okay.
I want to break the Randy Orton record, but I want to see this dude as champion. He has so much charisma. He just, I mean, everybody. I see somebody in a wrestling chat say he's just the new Kofi Kingston.
Wow.
I said,
what? You know what? There was nothing wrong with the old Kofi Kingston. It's just Randy Orton buried him.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I can see that, but I see so much of almost like that young Shawn Michaels in him. And I'm talking about Shawn Michaels when he went from the Rockers and when he became the Heartbreak Kid, and the energy and all of that he just has. He has something that Trick has, but he has it in a different way. My other guy, Obi, how do you pronounce his name? Because I don't want to.
Obafemi.
Obafemi, because you know me, yeah, I'll mess it up in a heartbeat. He don't have that. That dude has superstar. If he got a little bit more build, because he's only 21, you know what I'm saying? He develops a little bit more beef up top, keeps the hot flat. That's your Eddie Guerrero. That's your Shawn Michaels. That the comedic timing, all of that. He has it. I'm sorry. That kid's a superstar. I don't care what nobody said. I know what Kevin Nash said. You know what I'm saying? When he went out and said that that he has
he's too Mr. Bojangles. He needs
to Mr. Bojangles. Yeah. I got what he was saying. That's not. Don't say that.
But Kevin Nash is cool with me, so he's allowed to get that one strike.
Yeah, he got grace because I understood what he was saying. They want him to have a little bit more edge to him, and not so kid, almost like an anime kid character. When you see an anime character, he's like, "Hi, I'm so and so," but he's awesome. You know what I'm saying? He's like Kid Gohan. You know what I'm saying? Or Kid Trunks. You know, I get that. You know, also because I just finished Gachia Kuda. If he tapped into that Jabba, it'd be awesome. So that's just me though. I'm done. I like this. I love this kid. I liked him in NXT. I like this kid. Trick has that. He has that. Everybody compares him to Booker T a little bit. Superstar Billy Graham. That's the modern day superstar Billy Graham. Again, if you go into your history, that super that flair, the Dusty Rhodes. You know what I'm saying? The flair that Dusty used to have, the way he talked. You know, that's Trick. That's Trick right there. That superstar look, the chisel chin, all of that, but also has that old school, you know, kind of arrogant, cocky attitude, like superstar Billy Graham, like how Ric Flair was, all of those guys that came before him.
But this guy's not a heel. This guy's very.
He
is a heel. He is, but he's gonna be a face real soon.
Right. Well, Hogan did copy. He copied him until he became the Hulkamaniac, or until he became the Hulkster. He copied his look, but he's not superstar Billy Graham. If you know superstar Billy Graham, you know the history of his character, which has come from along like the Nature Boy, Buddy. Now I can't think of Buddy Rogers. I was about to say Buddy Ryan, but Buddy Rogers. And where you got this heel that is so over the top, he looks good, he's cocky, and he leans more into a very arrogant heel where he becomes obnoxious. That's his key. Then turn him face. Do what they did with The Rock. The Rock became so obnoxious as a heel, you know what I'm saying, during the corporate champion and all of that. Even when he came back and he was the Hollywood, basically Hollywood Rock. He was too obnoxious that you can't help but make him a heel. I mean, make him a face again.
Yeah, take it.
You know,
you got to take. Baby faces are hard to make nowadays. And Cody Rhodes, salute to him. He had that big torn pack, and everyone loved and respected him. But like aside from Cody, how many more baby faces have we really got that are like just red hot? You gotta flip over Trick Williams, bro.
Yeah,
but
I think
I'm glad to see all three. I'm glad to see them all succeeding. They've been ascended. I've been proven correct because I remember talking about this last year when Triple H said LC Color.
With Cool Colors. I think he just.
And he went out, and I told him NXT's got 3 prospects. I know they were all gonna come up on the same week.
But those same week.
Yeah, but the prospects were amazing.
I'm trying to tell you that kid's a future WWE Hall of Famer. If he continues at the trajectory, the RK, basically the RKO from the other side of the ring on what's his name, Americano or whatever. Man, dude, I'm like, he has the athletic ability. That's why I said if they and I knew what Kevin was saying when he said he needs a little bit more edge to him. He sees the athletic ability of a Shawn Michaels, of a Chris Benoit, as far as like high fly, Davey Boy, Kid Dynamite, the high fly, the guys who take it to the next level, the RVDs and all of these guys. Hell, before RVD, Too Cold Scorpio. Like as far as like high flyer or whatever, but he just has a notch above charisma. I hated when he came to WWF and he was Flash Funk. I hated that. But he has it. But he's 21.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 21. So I'm trying to tell you, you built this kid by the time he's 24. I mean, the only other champions that I seen that came in red hot, became champions that were young was Brock and Randy. That was just, you couldn't deny them. You couldn't deny them.
I got 2 more for you. When Paige did it and when Gail Kim did it on their first match.
True. I mean, if we're going, I got to bring Charlotte in there. I got to bring Mercedes in there. As far as like the way that they built them up and they became champions. And
yeah, Mercedes was never not the number 1 guy. Even Ringmaster Steve Austin
Charlotte
had to get there.
Yeah, he did.
Brock, Undertaker when he came in.
But he was a champion within the next year because he came
Tuesday
in
night in Texas.
Yep, yeah, because still one of the greatest people I ever got to witness with my own 2 eyes. Even though I never seen him wrestle, because I've always missed him when he wrestled. I went to his 1-man show and he was right. I'm talking about right there because I was working at the place where he was at, and I didn't have a wristband because the lady took my wristband. Then she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe I took your wristband. I'm so sorry. I forgot you worked here." And I was like, "Hey, I need my wristband. He's right there." Took my wristband, so I didn't get to talk to him like I wanted to, but he was right there. You know what I'm saying? So
what would you have said to him that he hasn't already heard? Like, I pride myself on being a little bit fresh but I know there's nothing I can tell him that he didn't already hear.
I would have asked him honestly. I mean, people ask him what drove him. I would have asked him what was the biggest obstacle, like being in this character that made you want to keep the character going. Because kayfabing as a mortician from the Wild West is wild. So what made you keep that thing going? You know what I mean? And it's the truth. He was started up as a mortician from the Wild West, and then he became the dead man, and you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. But what made you keep going with that character? You know what I mean? And it's kind of the same thing if I ever met first of all, I'll probably lose my mind if I ever met Stone Cold Steve Austin, because him and Sting is my favorite wrestlers of all time. But I would ask him, besides Frosty McFrost and all the other names, what made you keep Stone Cold going? What was, besides the pops and internally inside of you, what made you keep going with that character? Because you could have easily shifted anywhere else. You could have went back to your Hollywood Blonde persona. You know, you could have went to what you were doing in ECW, you know, which was basically the Stone Cold as before, you know, or you could have still been the ringmaster. What made Stone Cold Steve Austin, the character, make you keep, I'm going to put my stamp on this forever? That's what I would have asked. You know, what's internally did you feel on that? Because I just want to know. I want to know that. And I'm still going to meet Stone Cold one day. I don't know where, but I'm going to ask him, can he stun me?
Did you see Sting? Did you see Sting?
No, I didn't get to see Sting. He was at Comic-Con, Kansas City Comic-Con last year on a Friday, and I got my tickets for Sunday. So I did get to see him. Remember, I seen Luke Cage. I got to take
Mike
a picture
Coulter.
with Mike Coulter, but I didn't get I missed Sting.
Kansas isn't like Norman, Oklahoma.
I'm in Missouri, sir. We're Kansas City, Missouri, sir. I have to make that a distinction. It's the other side of the river.
Oh, so if I have to say KC, I have to actually say Kansas City.
Kansas City. Yeah. I have to say Kansas City. Yeah. If you
How
say
many more people live in the Kansas City area in the Missouri side than the state of Kansas?
Oh, okay. So you got KC, you got Kansas City, Kansas, which I grew up in. But then you got Kansas City, Missouri, which is the Missouri side, but it's the city. So it's 459,000 people in Kansas City, Missouri, and there's about 10,000 people in KCK. Probably not even that. Because it's more of a small town. KCK. They're building more of it now because the NASCAR track is out there and stuff like that. But KCK itself is like, I think, matter of fact, hey Siri,
They don't even count.
how many people live in Kansas City, Kansas?
As of 2020, the population of Kansas City was 156,060.
10,000.
Okay, it's 156,000 people live in KCK.
But that's actually more than I thought.
Yeah.
But it's still less than the Missouri side, though.
Oh, yeah. Way less.
I lost my train of thought. But if you saw Sting, I haven't seen Sting ever in my life. I hear he's a great man, which actually makes me more interested to see him. But
Yeah.
I also don't want to just like pay $10, take a photo, thanks Stinger, and go away. I want to
no.
meet. I
No.
want to mean something.
No, the first thing, if I ever got to meet Sting, how was it going against Vader for the titles? Not Rick, because that's how I got introduced to Sting. I got introduced to Sting Saturday night, or was it
Clash of the
WCW?
Champions.
No, it was WCW, but they used to play like the reruns of whatever they showed on Wednesdays locally here when I was growing up. And Sting versus Vader was one of the first matches I got to see Sting. And then my cousin was like, hey, I got I got Starrcade 88 or Starrcade 88 or 89. And then
Flair for the 1 hour match.
yeah. So I think that match was Flair and Luger because Luger became champion that day.
Oh,
So I think it's I want to say it's maybe 89, but I forgot who Sting was wrestling. And then I was like, oh my God, I'm enamored with this guy. You know what I mean? It was just a guy.
I used to
But
know
I
stuff
can't-
like this. I hate that I
I
don't
don't know if-
remember who it was.
I don't know if he wrestled Steamboat that night.
Oh.
I don't know if it was Sting versus Steamboat, but it was amazing. And that's the first time I got into it. Like, for me, that was like wrestling for me. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. You know, and then I would start watching WWF, and you know what I'm saying? Got into my man, The Undertaker, and it's always been Sting and The Undertaker, my favorite wrestlers. And then Eddie Guerrero, of course, you know, came later, but and then Benoit. So yeah, and it's one of those people nobody wants me to talk about, but yeah.
No, I talk about him as far as the talented man he was.
Oh yeah,
That's
the
about
talent.
it, though.
Yeah, the talent. Yeah, but
His son
yeah,
needs to be able to wrestle. David Benoit needs to be able to get in the ring.
yeah, you know,
They
will
won't
he?
let him. No, Chris Jericho stopped him from wrestling one time. Like he's just a guy who's been blackballed for a last name.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, if Jonathan and Megan have a baby, just don't get blackballed out of Hollywood because of the last name. Call him good. Name
Oh,
him.
good.
Call him good majors.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, Sting. When I watched that final match, I almost shed a tear. You know what I mean? Because it's Sting, man. It's Sting. Like, I would ask her, what did it feel like being part of the NWO Red and Black? You're like, what was that like? What was that conversation? You know, and how did you feel? You know, now you're representing the NWO, which they were trying to get you in the NWO for a long time, but now you're going to the rival faction. How did that feel? Like,
Oh, he's gonna say, "I like the song better."
I would say I like the song too. So yeah, that's two people I would like to meet before I croak or they will. Sting and Steve Austin. Like, if I could ever meet those, then those two guys, as far as wrestlers, I'm good. I'm good with life. I'm good with life.
Yeah, I'll go Sting also. I don't know who else would be there. Probably The Rock. That's easy. The Rock.
Yeah, I was always more. Remember, they used to have, are you a Stone Cold guy or a Rock guy? I was always a Stone Cold guy. All my movesets in every video game was patterned after Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because my brother's The Rock. It's funny. My brother Rico, he's The Rock. I'm Stone Cold. He's Spider-Man. I'm Deadpool. Like, his favorite character is Spider-Man. My favorite character is Deadpool. We're just opposites. So
You know, like I mean, one is Mario, the other Luigi.
yep, basically. And Luigi can fly. So
He's got a little bit of air, Luigi. Yeah.
like who's his favorite Ninja Turtle? Mine is Michelangelo. I think his is Donatello. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Michelangelo, you got it right.
yeah, so I could be, I think it is Donatello. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how we roll. We're just different. You know what I mean? And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. So yeah. But I'm about to go I'm about to get off of here. I've been on here almost 4 hours. 4 hours. I still got Cross to watch. Season 2. I haven't started. So I got
Enjoy.
Cross to watch until it's time for me. Until it's time for me to talk some more in 4 hours.
Okay, I did a video for Cross episode 2 and technical issues. It's unsalvageable, and I'm really angry. And I never got to make the second video. And I still have time, right? Because we still have 3 more episodes left on this season, 4 more episodes.
It's not because I'm hearing it's like this is bad. The season 2 is a problem, and I'm like, so I gotta watch it because I see season 1. You know, we talked about season 1, and season 1 was amazing. So I gotta finish. I gotta go into season 2. So
You'll like it.
okay, I'm good then. I'm about to start
And then
watching
that'll be
that
the
now.
stream. Next time we talk, that'll
Be the stream. Cross. So, guys in the chat, I appreciate you guys. We are about to get out of here. Chill. I will holler at you later. Peace and vibe higher.
Peace and vibe higher.
But guys, I'm about to get up out of here, man. Thank you guys for y'all hung with me. The ones who hung with me for a long time, you guys have been here for a while. So you guys, I will see you guys in the morning. Peace, Vibe Hire. Let's get up out of here. Where's my outro at? Because you already know I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Huh. Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and Vibe Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of yourself.